Welcome back to the Sweeney's Pregame Show. I'm Nick Sorrell, and this is the Coach's Corner. I'm on the field with Oilers coach Kevin Clancy. Kevin, the Oilers have been showing great resiliency at the plate when there are two outs, consistently getting on base and collecting two-out hits. Has that been a focus for you, or is that something that has materialized as the season has developed?
Yeah, definitely a focus of ours. Last year's group, we had a rough patch of not being able to put some hits together with two outs. This year, we did express our philosophy on that, and getting guys to extend the inning. And when we can do that and put some hits together, it's a great thing. However, if we can get those guys in front of them on, it's even better. We've got guys. I mean, Nick Costello is a prime example of a guy that isn't afraid to hit with two outs, two strikes. So if we have more guys with that, like that, day in and day out, it's going to be good.
That last question. The batting average with runners in scoring position is hovering just above the Mendoza line at 202. What adjustments have you guys considered to push those runs across?
A little bit more aggressive on the base paths, getting them into scoring position. However, if we do plan to hit and run, we have to have execution at the plate. If we swing and miss, we get guys thrown out, and it's a double whammy for us with no execution, and then basically trading a no execution for an out. But to go along with the two-strike approach, two outs, those guys in scoring position, we have a philosophy of letting the ball get a little deeper and being able to hit the ball the other way. This way you won't get beat with an off-speed pitch. A lot of guys, or a fastball for that matter, a lot of our guys are in a situation, though, that they don't have the reps that a lot of other players do. And when I say that, we have players that have never even played a college game before. So getting them in those situations, those are heater situations as far as their adrenaline's pumping.
That's valid.
They think about the negative and not the process of the positive. I want to hit this ball in the middle versus I don't want to strike out here. I don't want to pop up here. So that negative registers in our mind of the no pop up, no strike.
I'm doing too much.
We try to get positive thoughts.
That's your feed, yeah.
No, that's awesome. Who's taking the bump for us tonight?
Ty Correa.
Ty Correa, looking forward to that. Coach, thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Oilers taking on the Michigan Monarchs for Game 2 of this series. You're listening to the Oilers pregame show, Sweeney's pregame show. The Coach's Corner brought to you by The Best Shop. Keep your truck running smoothly with repair and tire services from The Best Shop. The Best Shop specializes in commercial truck repair. Call 907-262-8785. We'll be back in 90 seconds for the rest of the Sweeney's pregame show on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, and RadioK9.com.
Steam on Wheels is excited to announce the opening of their Pine Street pit for commercial and residential use. If you need quality topsoil, sand, pit run, sewer rock, drainage rock, give Steam on Wheels a call at 262-3240.
Can't hear you, Caleb.
Steam on Wheels can help. Get your project done today. Call Steam on Wheels at 262-3240. Screen topsoil, screen sand, pit run, gravel, sewer rock, and drainage rock available. Just call 262-3240. Steam on Wheels open Monday through Saturday.
Are you tired of your car sounding like a flock of honking geese? Worry no more, because Dan's Automotive is here to save the day. Located on the Sterling Highway right next to Napa Auto Parts, Dan's Automotive is your one-stop shop for all things car-related. Whether you need a tune-up, an oil change, or a friendly chat about your engine's dreams and aspirations, Dan's Automotive has got you covered. Their phone number is as easy to remember as a clown riding a unicycle while juggling rubber chickens. Just call 907-420-0416.
Alaska Waste, your hometown hauler on the peninsula, offering more choices so you can get the service you want and need. Need a trash container for just a little bit? Call Alaska Waste. They offer short-term programs as little as 1 week. Need a trash container for a longer time and want to save money? Ask about Alaska Waste annual programs. Alaska Waste offers residential and commercial services. If your trash service isn't with Alaska Waste and want to see how they can save you money, call now. Alaska Waste, 907-283-9390.
We're talking baseball. Klazuski can With the latest scores, standings, and news from around the Alaska League. Let's take a look around the league. Brought to you by SLP Alaska on ESPN 1140.
Yeah, SLP Alaska that provides professional safety services, offering on-site consultations, project safety support, training, drug and alcohol testing, program development, and now safety clothing, including FRCs. SLP Alaska. Find out more at slpalaska.com or give them a call at 907-202-3274. That's 907-202-3274. SLP Alaska bringing you our look around the league. And as we look out at the ABL standings, the Anchorage Bucks in first place on a 6-game winning streak. They've won 8 out of the last 10. They're 12-7 with a 1-game lead ahead of the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, who are 9-6, and they've won 5 out of their last 10. Followed by the Metsu Miners at 8-8 with 2.5-game deficit behind the Bucks. The Eagle River Chugiak Chinooks are 6-9, and the Peninsula Oilers 5-10. All right, so those are the standings here at the ABL as we are playing, of course, a non-conference game against the Michigan Monarchs. Let's take a look at the leaders. The batting average leader, for anyone who's knows that some of these averages are with guys who have had only a few at-bats. I'm going to go down to Jackson for the Pilots. He's batting .419. In home runs, Nathan Barraza of the Pilots has 2. Turgeon and Lacey of the Bucks also has 2. Then we'll go to the RBI leader. Right now, Will Carpenter has 17 RBIs for the Anchorage Bucks, followed by Barraza of the Pilots with 13, and the Oilers, Elko and Rodriguez of the Pilots with 12. Those are the hitting stats. Now let's go to the pitching stats. And for the ERA, Bassett Kennedy, no, he's with the Monarchs. The Bucks Sarhat has a 0.56 ERA. Correa of the Oilers, 1.15. All right, that's a look around the league brought to you by SLP Alaska. We'll be back with going around the horn in the starting lineups when we come back. This is Oilers Baseball on 96.9 FM and RadioKenai.com.
Alaska Trailer is proud
Nice
to
work,
present
Nick.
We'll
worry about the stats later, okay? Just get them up there as soon as I can. We've got 90 seconds. Get the last names up there.
ATV or snow machine or a utility truck bed, they have you covered. At 42,225
In fact, you're coming on. I'm going to finish because you're going to do the Bucks. All right? Way to go.
Or visit one of their statewide locations.
Looking for a dentist that will ensure your dental health? Welcome Dr. David Richburg to Ridgeway Family Dentistry as their new full-time dentist. Ridgeway has the latest technology to make your appointments a breeze with their new iTero scanner. And now offering in-house scans for crowns, bridges, Invisalign, and more. Making your appointments and turnaround times significantly shorter. Thinking about a wider smile for summer? Call Ridgeway today to ask about their teeth whitening special. Ridgeway Family Dentistry, located on the Spur Highway, Soldotna, 907-262-8404.
Double your money, double your fun, double your chin. Wait,
Stretch that out if you can.
You know,
Nick.
accentuate that little extra something up there. But don't dismay. At Peninsula Surgery and Aesthetics, Dr. Alvarez can perform a quick, nearly painless office procedure which will permanently remove that stubborn fat under your chin. Consultation complimentary. Call 907-235-1010 and learn how Tickle Liposuction can give you back that nice, sleek profile. One chin really is plenty.
Live in a small town where it feels like home. I got everything I need.
Welcome back to the Oilers pregame show. This is the Sweeney's pregame show on Oilers baseball. This is Nick Sorrell alongside Bob Bird coming back to you now with the Around the Horn and the starting lineups. Start off with the Michigan Monarchs. Leading off, and this the lineups are brought to you by Genoir Towing. Genoir, when you need a tow, call Genoir at 394-6068. That's 394-6068. Kicking it off for us here with the Michigan Monarchs leading off in the 1 spot is Jake Dressel, center fielder, number 5. Batting second baseman Cale Vinson, number 10. Batting third, number 6, shortstop Cooper Vance. Fourth, DHing tonight for the Monarchs, number 19, TJ Kayla. Batting fifth, right fielder, number 1, Silas Butler. Batting sixth, first baseman, number 8, Mason McGuire. Batting seventh and number 7, left fielder Steven Casas. In the 8th spot, number 24, catching Zach Salinas. And in the 9 spot, third baseman, number 22, Luke Johnson. Coaching for the Monarchs, head coach Kelton Caldwell, assistant coach Adam Castillo, and taking the bump tonight for the Monarchs is number 25, Julio Lopez.
Way to go, Nick. Leading off for the Oilers will be number 3, Owen McElpatrick. He'll be playing shortstop. Number 18 will bat in the 2nd spot. That's Bren Wilkinson. He'll catch tonight. Batting third is number 15, Ben Griffin, playing left field. At cleanup spot is number 26, Nick Costello. He's playing center field. Batting fifth is number 13, Leighton Helfrich, playing right field. Batting sixth is number 9, Ty Thomas at third base. In the 7th spot is number 1, Brett Groupie, playing second base. In the 8th spot, Josiah Chavez, number 14. He's going to be DHing today. And in the 9th spot, number 11, Michael Rada, playing first base. And our starting pitcher is Ty Correa. The Oilers are coached by Larry McCann with assistants from Kevin Clancy, Jonathan Villa, and Chris Jimenez. And by the way, a little bit on the pronunciation thing. The very first game we played, I had Nick Costello's name correctly, and then someone corrected me and told me it had to be pronounced Castillo. I said, well, that's not the way it's spelled, but I'll do it the way I guess he wants it. That was misinformation. So my apologies to his family. He said he got texts. Hey, it's Italian, not Hispanic. Nick Costello will get that straightened out for the rest of the season. All right, that is the starting lineup brought to you by the Genoir Towing and Recovery. When you need a tow, call Genoir at 394-6068. That's 394-6068. And we'll be back with a few more comments after this message. This is Oilers Baseball on 1140 ESPN and on the 96.9 FM.
One of the questions I get asked most frequently by people is, I don't want to sue anybody. I don't want to go to court. I don't want to have a deposition taken. They don't want to have their business be made public. And I think a common misunderstanding is that if you have a case, a personal injury case or a car accident case, that you will end up in court. Most of those are settled without ever even needing to file a lawsuit. People just need someone to help negotiate with insurance adjusters who are trying to prevent them from getting a full recovery. Earhart, Elsner, and Cooley.
Fuel prices, food prices, rent, utilities, and your blood pressure. They're all up. Well, Eyewear Express is holding prices right where they are. Let me say it again. Eyewear Express is holding our prices firm. And Eyewear Express will continue to offer you a second pair free. Are you ready to come back after this, or do you need more time?
Give us a little more time.
The second pair of single vision glasses for free. Eyewear Express, located in the Peninsula Center Mall, Soldotna, 260-9199.
Do you have visitors in town fishing or just relaxing on the Kenai? If so, plan to bring them to Kobuk Valley Jade Company to meet their friendly staff who can explain how jade is Alaska's gemstone. They also have a nice selection of unique souvenirs if your guests need some Alaskan memorabilia before they head back home. If you stop by on a Friday or Saturday, check out their garage sale outside, weather permitting, on the garage sale side of the store. Kobuk Valley Jade Company at 41735 Sterling Highway, open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
People come here in search of answers. They come here
By the
for
way, I had
healing.
a nice discussion with Al Ho. And
we have world-class medical experts.
I caught the two mistakes that Felix made. He said they already discussed it.
Peninsula Hospital, where we make discoveries, and you're restored to health. Central Peninsula Hospital. What we have here is amazing. CPH. Compassionate, personalized healing. Upgrade your vehicle.
You can bring it back for a very brief time as they're going to do the PA announcements, and then we'll break for the national anthem.
Like Alpine, Kenwood, Rockford Fosgate, JBL, and JL Audio. And they now offer Lumar window tinting. Safe and Sound is your one-stop shop for custom sub-boxes. Their experts will design and build the perfect enclosure for your specific needs. It's the Super Summer Sale at Safe and Sound, conveniently located across from Beeman's on the Spur Highway in Soldotna.
If you're in the market for excavation and landscaping services, call Earthscapes LLC. Earthscapes offers high-quality service at a price you can afford. They specialize in tree removal, general excavation, new driveway installations, landscaping, and hardscaping. Earthscapes serves the Kenai, Soldotna, Nikiski, and Sterling areas and are licensed, bonded, and insured. Call Earthscapes LLC for your excavation and landscaping needs. For your free quote, call 907-398-7624 for high-quality service at an affordable rate. Earthscapes LLC.
The fish are
Oh,
running.
bring it back. Oh, sorry.
On the Ripper and enjoy all your Alaskan adventures.
We'll bring it
Don't
back
let
right after this,
dental
sorry.
problems
Yeah.
slide by this summer. Now is the time to get your teeth checked, cleaned, and repaired. Dr. James Julian and his team are ready to help get your dental health in top shape, offering comprehensive services in a relaxed, family-friendly atmosphere. Contact them at 907-283-4857 to schedule your visit today. It's summer. Welcome it with a smile.
Bob Bird along with Nick Sorrell as things are getting back to normal here. The great weather, the field's in very good shape. They had to work hard on it, Nick, and I know you also had to run around to pick up lineups. And one of the things we're going to have to watch is the foul lines, because they are fading right now. They need to be rechalked, and we can be deceived by the mowing lines, can't we?
Yeah, we definitely can. I think we ran into that a little bit last night. We had a couple that were dropping down, and it was impossible from up here to tell if they were fair or foul, and hopefully home plate umpire Felix Martinez will have a better look at those tonight.
Al Hull is doing the bases, and Felix Martinez is the balls and strikes. And all I can say is the strike zone from Al Hall yesterday was absolutely terrific. We're going to take a 2-minute break here as we are breaking for the national anthem. Then we'll have the first pitch. This is Oilers Baseball on the ESPN Radio Network.
Do you believe our local Kenai Peninsula residents deserve exceptional health care? We sure do. That's why we're excited to welcome Heather Moon, our team's newest nurse practitioner. She is ready to serve her local community and has immediate availability and is welcoming new patients. She has a special interest in mental health and women's health and can't wait to serve you. Call our office at 907-313-4569 to book with her today.
Honesty Family Practice. Honesty Epic Healthcare for your journey.
From Seward to Homer, Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving is available for your job. If you need to get a project paved this summer, call Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving at 907-420-4729. Todd has over 20 years of construction experience and will ensure your job is done to the highest level possible. Whether you need a driveway, a parking pad, a sidewalk, or a parking lot paved, or just need repairs to your current asphalt, Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving can do it. Call 907-420-4729 or find them on Facebook. Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving.
To seal off and craving convenience? Look no further than TJ Seggies. Fuel up with quality gas. Stock up on groceries from 6 a.m. to midnight and grab your favorite drinks from the liquor store from 8 a.m. to midnight. Oh, and did we mention they've got fishing licenses too? Whether it's for those grocery items or a relaxing evening, TJ Seggies has you covered. And the best part, their friendly staff always greets you with a smile. So swing by TJ Seggies today and experience top-notch service and one-stop shop for all your needs this summer. So have you heard?
Bring it back, Caleb, after this.
Beach. They're called Floors Unlimited.
No, but I do need new flooring in my home.
Yeah, I went in yesterday. It helped me so much. They were so resourceful with any questions that I had. And I found out they even do kitchen and bathroom remodels. You'll love their easy-to-shop showroom with carpet and hard surfaces, commercial and residential. Plus, they offer service with a smile. It's Floors Unlimited. Open Monday through Saturday. Located on Cape Beach, just past KSRM. 907-420-7688.
Bob Bird and Nick Sorrell as we come back here, ready to start this game, a non-conference game between the Peninsula Oilers home team and the Michigan Monarchs from, I believe, Adrian, Michigan. They had a nice call from their general manager a couple hours ago, and he wished he was here with us, that's for sure. All right, so let's get the Oiler defense set up here. We have Thomas at third, McElpatrick at short, Groupie at second, and Rada at first. Griffin is in left field, Costello in center, and Helfrich in right, and a battery of Correa and Wilkinson. Correa, another lanky pitcher. I think he's 6'6", 6'9", okay, from Faulkner University, 230 pounds. All right, and let's see if you got any stats on him, Nick.
Yeah, I'm pulling him up here right now.
All right, the Oilers in black tops with white trousers, and the Monarchs in gray pinstripes with green leggings. All right, and the first batter, well, it's number 4. I'm making sure I got the right guy there, and not sure if that's Dresselhaus or not because, yes, okay, he is number 4, and he swings and fouls this one off. Why don't you give us a foul ball there, Nick?
That foul ball brought to you by Walden Brothers. They can customize just about anything but specialize in clothing, T-shirts, crops, tanks, and more. Visit waldenbrothers.store. Call them today at 907-394-5510.
There's a chopper to the third baseman. He'll take it. Thomas throws it in the dirt, and it is once again. I have seldom seen any of our first basemen, whether it's Grimm or Rada, fail to make that scoop as Thomas had to take that on the run. And his throw was low. And you are told to throw low because it's real easy to overthrow when you're on the run.
Oh, yeah. So
next batter is Cale Vinson, and the first pitch to him is a ground ball. Deep, short, long throw. They got him, and another tremendous stretch. What a play by McElpatrick. He was well behind the third baseman. My goodness.
That was a fantastic play by Owen McElpatrick. The battery of McElpatrick and Elko at shortstop is just amazing defense.
Well, it's already a better start for the Oilers than yesterday as they struck out the first batter, then gave up 4 singles and a double. But here comes Vance Cooper batting .292. He's playing shortstop today. And these are a litany of right-handed swingers.
We have a fan on the field. It's a golden retriever.
We have a dog on the field. Somebody had it in the Oiler bullpen, and probably they lost control. Here's the first pitch to Cooper Vance, and it's low for ball 1.
Ty Correa, stats coming in, leading the team right now with a 1.15 ERA.
Here's the big right-hander's next pitch. He'll get a strike, and it's 1-1.
He's got 15.2 innings pitched, only 2 earned runs on the season, 17 strikeouts.
Here's the windup and the 1-1. And it's a fly ball. Foul territory, falling down is the first baseman, and he can't get to it as Rada fell down. I think he would have made that play. Let's hope it doesn't come back to haunt us. He had it measured, and I think he tripped on the seam.
Very likely. I'm looking out here, and there is a pretty decent lip on both sides of the grass on the infield and outfield.
So the count is 1-2 to Cooper Vance. And now the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Hey, he got himself a K instead of a pop-out, and that will retire the side. The Monarchs go in order here. 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Let's go to the Oilers first. And there's no score here on ESPN 1140.
Are you craving a Fiesta that's tastier than a Fiesta full of
For
the senior ponchos,
60 seconds for stats.
Their lively cantina and dive into a flavor Fiesta that'll make your taste buds dance to salsa. Picture this: you're sitting back sipping a margarita at 11 a.m. It's never too early for a margarita. Hey, they're not just about the drinks. Senior Ponchos is the only sports headquarters. Catch all the action with their famous home run margarita. Proud supporter of Oilers baseball, located on the Sterling Highway in Soldotna. Senior Ponchos Mexican restaurant, where every bite is a home run and every meal is a party.
Sunglasses will help.
Denali Family Dentistry welcomes Dr. Caitlin Steinbeck, the newest member of their team. Born and raised right here in Kenai, she brings her passion for dentistry and care to the Kenai Peninsula. With a dental surgery degree from the esteemed University of Washington, she's ready to make a positive impact on your smile. Tailoring treatment plans to ensure you receive the personalized care you deserve, from routine checkups and preventative care to restorative and cosmetic procedures. She'll help you achieve a healthy and beautiful smile. Experience the difference. 907-283-0503. Denali Family Dentistry, where your smile is their top priority.
The starting pitcher for the Michigan Monarchs is Julio Lopez, and he's a right-hander. I'd say he's probably about 6'2", maybe a little bit more. And for the Monarchs defense, they've got Johnson at third, Vance at short, Vincent at second, and McGuire at first. Casas is in left, Dresselhaus at center, Butler in right, and a battery of Lopez and Salinas. All right, the Oilers obviously bringing batters 1, 2, and 3. McElpatrick, Wilkinson, and Griffin. All right. Well, here we go. The Oilers dressed in black tops today. McElpatrick batting .243, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. And the breeze is coming in slightly from right field. And we come in and out of sunshine here. It's a beautiful evening. Come on down to the old ball yard and pick up most of this game. Here's the first pitch. He shows bunt, and it's down the third baseline, foul. And a good move there. The third baseman, Johnson, was not expecting it. He probably will now. McElpatrick trying to get on base. He stole a couple in the last game. He also got caught stealing. And the third baseman now comes in. Here's a fly ball, left field, if it is fair, and they call it foul. And again, we're having trouble. We cannot see the line. I think it was the right call. And the ball went into the hole behind the visitors' dugout, and it's 0-2. And we'll have to reload. Owen McElpatrick coming to the plate once again. He's in the hole now, 0-2. Leading off here for the Oilers, there's no score in the bottom of the first. Here's the stretch by Lopez. He's pitching from the stretch with nobody on base, and that's low, and it's 1-2. Ball 1, strike 2. Pitcher gets his signals, goes to the stretch. He brings it to his chest. Here's the 1-2. And it's a strike 3 call. And a backward K to start the day for the Oilers. And 1 dead.
I think Owen probably thought that one was coming in low. Fastball just a little bit below the right at the knees. 2-strike count right there. You got to defend the plate.
Foul him off. Brent Wilkinson, the batter. Batting .265 with 8 RBIs. Here's the first pitch to him, and swing and a miss. Strike 1. Game time temperature about 57 degrees right now, depending on what part of the Central Peninsula you might be in. Here's the next pitch, and he swings at one. Coming inside, he gets a piece of it down the third base line, and he's in the hole, 0-2.
Wilkinson with a huge 2-run single in the bottom of the 7th last night to bring the Oilers back within striking distance.
0-2 the count, and here's the stretch by Julio Lopez. The right-hander serves, and it's just outside, and it's 1-2. 318 to the foul poles on left and right center, 375 to the power alleys, and 387 to straightaway center. Don't believe it. Here's the pitch. And it's popped up. It's going to be out of play. Brought to you by the Walden Brothers. Give them a call. 394-5510. They customize T-shirts and tank tops. Ball 1, strike 2.
Not sure what to do with all this sunshine.
Well, it makes it, the glare here is tough. And here's another foul ball off to the right. And the count remains at 1-2. Last night, the Monarchs got 4 in the first. The Oilers did not get on the board until the 7th and the 9th innings. Made a game of it, 6-4, and they went down, carried out on their shields. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Low. And it's 2-2.
That was a good take on a slider dropping away from Bren right there. Tough pitch to lay off of.
Ball 2, strike 2. The stretch in the pitch. And it's a fly ball left field. Moving to the left side. And he cannot handle it as Casas made a valiant effort and fell down on the run. And I'm going to call that E7. He was there in time. And probably, I don't know if he stumbled when he got the ball in the glove. That was what I saw. It's going to be E7, and it's a 2-base error.
Yeah, that was a good piece of hitting there by Bren Wilkinson. As a coach, I've always preached to my outfielders, you sprint first, jog second, stop third. Your first move toward a ball in the air has to be your fastest move. You beat the ball to the spot, and then you're just there to wait for it.
All right, so we have a table set for Ben Griffin here, the left fielder today. And he is batting .300, 1 home run, and 4 RBIs. Here's the first pitch. And I'm not sure if he called a ball. We'll check it out.
I think he called the ball. Looked like it missed away.
Ball 1, no strikes to Ben Griffin. Here is the stretch and the delivery. There's a strike, and it's 1-1. Perched on second base is Bren Wilkinson. That ball was going into the gap in left center, and Casas really had to hustle. And like you said, you sprint first. Here's the next pitch, and it's a line drive base hit to center field. They're going to wave him home. Here comes the throw. It's going to be offline. The Oilers lead 1-0. There won't be a play. And that's the clutch hitting we've been missing, and the Oilers have their first lead, I think, in a week.
Yeah, it's good to get that monkey off your back from playing from behind. You know, we talked about this a little bit before we started our broadcast, that the Oilers, over this homestand, batting a .202, just a skosh above the Mendoza line with runners in scoring position. So what a great way to start this game to get that turned around.
All right, a low line drive, actually a moderately height line drive, but it fell well in front of the center fielder Dresselhaus, and the next pitch is a strike called, delayed on the outside corner, 0-1. Nick Costello is the batter, batting .414. 1 home run, 4 RBIs. Left-handed hitter against the right-handed throwing Lopez. And here's the pitch. Strike 2 on the outside corner.
And we mentioned it in the pregame, but we got to say, Nick's family, we've heard your cries, and we are going to make sure we pronounce that name correctly, Costello.
Umpires got the fingers on the wrong hand. Here's the next pitch, and it's a ground ball into right field. It's a base hit. And going all the way to third. Look out! It was a very close play as Costello went too far. And the throw came in from right field. And we're having trouble with the glare. I got to go by where the players are reacting. But we're going from first to third on the play is Ben Griffin. And the Oilers, with a run in, are threatening for a lot more.
Yeah, that was a chopper. I couldn't tell if it was 1 or 2 hops, but right over the top of first baseman Mason McGuire's glove and into right field.
Leighton Helfrich coming to the play. It's been a while since he's been in the lineup, playing right field today. The first pitch to him is low, and the runner takes off easily for second as that will be a stolen base. So the runners on second and third, there's only one out there. Oilers leading 1-0, and the right-handed hitting Helfrich at the plate right now. And the stretch by Lopez. And he swings and misses. Show a little patience. I think that was down by his ankles.
Inside, too.
And it's 1-1. Ball 1, strike 1. Lopez goes to the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's a half swing. It's chopped, and it's off the pitcher's glove, and it goes into left field. 1 run scores, and a second run. As what happened here is that the pitcher, Lopez, deflected it to the shortstop, and the shortstop could not handle the ball. And believe it or not, it's going to be an error on the shortstop for the second run, and the Oilers lead 3-0.
Yeah, I'd be interested. Yep, so they are going to score that an error. After that deflected off Lopez's glove, it was rolling toward the outfield, and Vance's momentum was carrying him toward second base. He just couldn't get the bare hand back.
So it's a hit and an error, and there goes the runner, and he's going to try for second. He slides, it goes into center field, and he'll get a stolen base. So 2 RBIs for Helfrich, and the Oilers still in business with only 1 out. Now enjoying a 3-0 lead, and Ty Thomas is the batter. Thomas playing third base, and he has ball 1. Here's the pitch. He's going to third, and the pitch is low and away, and easily taking third base is going to be Helfrich, as the Oilers right now are chewing it up early in the first inning. An error on the left fielder. 3 straight singles. An error on the shortstop. Here's the next pitch, and swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. That one was dirty. It's easy when you start getting an inning like this to start hacking away and not being as discerning on the pitches as you normally are. Thomas batting .083 with 1 home run and an RBI to go with it.
Yeah, plate discipline goes both ways when you're working from a deficit.
Here's the pitch inside, and the count was messed up, and it's now 2-2. Felix Martinez behind the plate for this game. Al Hull on the bases. Here's the pitch. Inside and low, and the pitch goes, the count goes to 3-2. Runner on third, 1 out. 3 runs are in here early for the Oilers in the first inning. Here's the pitch by Lopez. It bounces in. A run is going to score. It's going to be a wild pitch on ball 4, and Lopez having an ugly first inning.
Yeah, and catcher Salinas really struggling with those pitches low and outside. Trying to get his glove over across his body. I'm not sure why he's not sliding more to get in front of those balls, but I think that's 3 pitches this inning already that we've seen scored away from him.
4-0 for the Oilers, and consider the fact that Helfrich stole second and third is the reason why he got in on that walk. And Lopez, still only 1 out, makes a throw to first. It's close. And Thomas is in business. 1 on, 1 out, but 4 runs are in here for the Oilers in the first inning. Brett Groupie is the batter, playing second base today, and the pitch to him inside for ball 1. Groupie batting .196 with 2 RBIs. Taking signals right now. 4-0 Oiler lead here. Only 1 out in the first inning. And that hit him. Holy cow. And let's see if there's no action at all in the Monarch bullpen.
And you might want to think about getting somebody warmed up, because Julio Lopez is all over the map right here.
He has a called third strike to start the inning, but an error in left field, 3 straight singles, a base on ball, a hit by a pitch, and 1 wild pitch now. Runners on first and second. Infield fly rule in effect, and Chavez, Josiah Chavez, is the batter. And I think that was outside for ball 1. I didn't see any motion for a strike. I don't know what he called. Scoreboard says strike 1. That's what we'll do. Here's the next pitch, and it's a fly ball foul out of play, brought to you by the Walden Brothers. They specialize in customizing clothing. 394-5510. 0-2 the count to Chavez. Here's the stretch with runners on first and second. The pitch is low, and it's 1-2.
Looked pretty similar to the first pitch, so
Ball one, strike two. Lopez goes to the stretch. One out. 4 runs are in. Here's the pitch, and he'll call that strike 3 on the outside corner. And Chavez will walk back with 2 dead now, but the Oilers bring up their 9th batter to the plate. Michael Rada playing first base today, and he's already done great work digging out a running throw from third base and making an incredible stretch to right field from the shortstop. Let's see what he can do at the plate. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. I think that was low, and it's 0-1. Michael Rada, as well as Grimm. I am very impressed with their work at first base for the Oilers in this homestand. Lopez to the stretch, the pitch. I'm not sure. His gesture for a strike has sometimes clearly been to the right side, but I don't know if that was a punch forward. We can't tell it from here. 0-2 is the count.
Rada not happy with that strike call.
Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that will retire the side as Lopez strikes out the side, but he did it the hard way. For the Oilers, 4 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. There were 2 Monarch errors. There was a walk, a wild pitch, and several stolen bases. At the end of 1 complete inning of play, the scores the Oilers 4 and the Monarchs nothing. This is Oilers baseball on ESPN.
Are you one of those people who don't like to wait and have a zillion things on your to-do list and no time for the DMV? No problem. AK Express is your on-the-go title, tag, and registration solution. AK Express is conveniently located on the corner of K Beach and West Poppy Lane next to Everybody Rides Again. They'll have you in and out in as fast as 10 minutes next to no wait time. AK Express, your on-the-go title, tag, and registration solution. 907-260-9501.
When I have issues with my sewer drain, I call Sean Parnell with Roto-Rooter. He will come out to your house and address the situation anytime, including weekends and holidays. Have a broken line or need those grease traps cleaned? Call Sean Parnell with Roto-Rooter today. He is reliable, professional, and he knows what he is doing. This summer, support local for all your sewer, drain, and grease trap needs. Roto-Rooter even has a camera to check your sewer lines. Get a hold of Sean Parnell today at 907-262-5605.
Roto-Rooter. Roto-Rooter.
Bob Bird and Nick Sorrell. Nick, that was quite an inning, and it was an antidote for a week's worth of frustration.
Yeah, I think that's what was going on there. You had a lot of guys that were just a little fed up with struggles at the plate, coming out, ready to swing the bat, put the ball in play. Hey, that's what I say. Take out your frustrations on the baseball. Put it in play.
All right, so Ty Correa, who had a wonderful first inning, he got 2 groundouts and a strikeout, will face the cleanup hitter, TJ Khela, Khela, for the Monarchs here in the top of the first, or top of the second, and it's low for ball 1. Khela is the designated hitter today, batting .300 with 3 RBIs. Right-handed hitter, goes into a crouch, and here's the pitch. And it's a deep fly ball, right field, going way over is the right fielder, Helfrich, and he'll take it well in front of the warning track. Left the bat with a lot of authority, but there is a breeze coming in from right field, and it's an F9.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of fly balls get hung up over the outfielders tonight. That breeze has been getting steadily stronger.
We can see it most easily on the left field trees. And, in fact, there's one that's pretty close to the fence over there in left field, but the breeze is coming in from right to left. The first pitch is inside for ball 1 to Silas Butler. Did a lot of damage on the Oilers yesterday with a double in that first inning. He's batting .324 with an RBI and plays right field, and he bats from the right-hand side. Correa goes to the stretch. Here's the pitch, and a ground ball to the shortstop, picked up by Helfrich. And, McElpatrick, and it's a 6-3 putout. Nifty glove. It's not the way I would coach my shortstops. Surround that thing In the meantime, it is a 6-3 put out with 2 dead here in the second. That's going to bring up Mason McGuire, the first baseman, batting .333 from the left-hand side, and I think he takes strike 1. Strike 1 the count. Here's the pitch by Correa, and a hot grounder, and that'll go into center field, just to the left of the bag at second base, and the Monarchs have their first hit.
Yeah, just a solid, hard ground ball right up the middle, just out of the reach of McElpatrick, ranging to his left there. Solid hit.
All right, that brings up Steven Casas, the left fielder. He's hitless in 6 at-bats so far this season, and he's batting from the right-hand side. Here's the first pitch. It's a heater, and it's a strike for strike 1. Runner on first base is Mason McGuire with 2 outs. Let's see if they get a man in motion here and bring him home with a single. Here's the stretch and the pitch. High, and it's 1-1.
Casas, one of the slighter players we've seen so far this season.
Looks that way, maybe about 5'8", 5'9". Here's the stretch. Man leaning hard at first base, and he's not going. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled off to the right, brought to you by the Walden Brothers. You can go to their website at www.waldenbrothers.store. Brothers is B-R-O-S. Ball 1, strike 2 with a runner on first base. Oilers leading here 4-0. We're just in the top of the second. Runner goes, and it is strike 3, and that will retire the side with a backward K. And in the inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left. At the end of 1.5 innings of play, it's the score. The Oilers 4 and the Monarchs nothing. This is Oilers Baseball on ESPN 1140 and RadioKenai.com.
Looking for a place in Kenai that serves breakfast all day? Good news. Now open in Kenai. It's the Brunch Bar where you can get breakfast served all day long. Be sure and try their mimosa flights or one of their specialty drinks to make your meal anything but ordinary. The Brunch Bar is open Monday through Thursday until 7 p.m. and Fridays and Saturdays until 9 p.m. And they'll have dinner specials during those nights with live entertainment for your enjoyment. The Brunch Bar is located on Willow Street in Kenai and look forward to serving you.
Sadot Professional Pharmacy, located on the corner of Binkley and Marydale, offering products like cough and cold, pain relievers, and first aid products. All great items to have at home and on the go. Be sure to take advantage of Sadot Professional Pharmacy's MedSeek program to help organize your busy schedule. They also offer convenient delivery routes available from Cooper Landing all the way to Homer. Just call Sadot Professional Pharmacy staff to have your medication delivered to your door monthly. Sadot Professional Pharmacy.
Bob Bird and Nick Sorrell here as we go to the bottom of the second. The Oilers 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. And this is just after 1 inning. And the Monarchs, no runs, 1 hit, 2 errors. They've stranded 1. And the Oilers, having brought 9 men to the plate in the first inning, will start out with McElpatrick at the leadoff spot again. And he's looked already very good at shortstop.
Yeah, very solid defense.
That's from the right-hand side. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Johnson, Vance, Vincent, McGuire, the infield third to first, with Casas, Dresselhaus, and Butler, the outfield left, center, and right, and a battery of Lopez and Salinas. Here's the pitch. And it's a strike called. And it's 0-2.
Same situation for Owen in his first at bat. Fell into an 0-2 hole really quick. Let's see if he focuses a little more on defending the plate here.
Here it comes. He did not, but he got. And they're asking for a check swing, and it's clean. He barely moved his wrists.
Yeah. I think Al was not expecting that appeal down that way because it was so obvious that swing didn't go around.
Ball one, strike two. Here's the stretch and the pitch. And he punches one down the right field side. It's foul. Oh, he reached out to protect the plate just like you were mentioning, Nick, and almost bought himself a cheap single.
You know, and then that's the game you have to play when you have that 2-strike count against you, especially when you're way behind like 0-2 or 1-2. You really just have to take some chances on some things because, and especially at this level, you get inconsistent strike zones. You don't want to go down with the bat on your shoulder.
Oilers leading here 4-0, and there's one out. Nobody out here in the second. Here's the next pitch. It's a fly ball left field. Should be easy for Casas, and he's got it. And one dead here in the second. That's going to bring up Bran Wilkinson, who hit a fly ball to the gap in left field. And Casas dropped it on the run. And that led to our 4 runs as he came around to score. 265 hitter. He's catching tonight with 8 RBIs. The first pitch to the right-hander. And it's a strike for 0-1.
And you know, you think about how differently that inning may have gone if that error had not been committed. Because at that point, if Casas catches that, that's 2 outs and after 2 batters.
The next pitch, slider is high. Yeah, but you're dealing with the Oilers. And despite the record, they're good with 2 outs and clean bases. So
they do come alive with 2 outs for sure.
1-1 is the count to Wilkinson. The pitch is inside, and it's 2-1. Clouds come and go. I should say the sunshine comes and goes. And it's just a wonderful night for baseball. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one gets away. Nobody on base, so it's no wild pitch. Lopez definitely with some control problems. And he's down now 3-1 to Wilkinson. Here's the next pitch. And it pops this one up. Going to be playable in foul territory. Who wants it? The first baseman makes a great catch as he does a pratfall and skids, 4 feet. And a great play there by McGuire.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's funny. Right where he slid, you can see where the grass is shorter and a little more groomed down where the players walk up to the plate, and that's right where he slid, and you can see where there's some moisture built up along that path.
It was truly an excellent play at the lean back as he fell and made that catch. Here's Ben Griffin. He singled and scored a run, and the first pitch is inside for ball 1. Griffin batting .300, and he does have an RBI. He's up to 5 now. Here's the stretch and the ball 1 pitch. A ground ball slow to the first baseman. A flip to the pitcher covering, and it's a 3-1 put out as the Oilers go quietly here in the second. 3 up and 3 down at the end of 2 complete innings of play. It's the Oilers 4 and the Monarchs nothing. This is Oilers baseball on the ESPN Radio Network.
The working man's store. We got what you're looking for.
Right now, at Sweeney's in Soldana, Mike is having a huge footwear sale. Large selection of boots and shoes right now are 40 to 50% off. But for a limited time, go in and get an additional 20% off that. That's right, you heard me correct. Boots and shoes at Sweeney's Clothing in Soldana, now 60 to 70% off. Get footwear for men, women, and children right now at Sweeney's in Soldana.
It's here at Sweeney's.
Tractor, trailer, and equipment inspected and serviced now at The Best Shop, located on K Beach Road. The Best Shop is a full repair shop and tire center for all tractor trailers and heavy equipment. And they stock parts so you can get your job done quickly to get you back on the job. It's a day of work because you weren't ready. Call The Best Shop now to get your truck in for a DOT inspection and service. The Best Shop, 262-8785.
Bob Bird and Nick Sorrell as we go into the third inning with the Oilers 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 2 men left. And the Monarchs, no runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, and 1 man left. The Oilers with a 4-run first inning, bringing 9 men to the plate. And on the hill for the Oilers is Ty Correa, number 28. He is a behemoth. He's huge. 6'9", and he's only our second 6'9" pitcher on this team. All right, so the Monarchs will bring batters 8, 9, and 1 to the plate. It'll be Zach Salinas, Luke Johnson, and Jake Dresselhaus. And Salinas catching tonight, 286 hitter with 5 RBIs, bats from the left-hand side. As the Monarchs in their gray uniforms, cut short sleeves at the shoulders with dark blue undershirt, and it's ball 1 to Salinas. We'll set the Oiler defense here in a moment as the windup righty on lefty, and the pitch, that's also outside and low, and it's ball 2. Oilers have Thomas, McElpatrick, Groupie, and Rada. The infield third to first with Griffin, Costello, and Helfrich. The outfield left, center, and right. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Battery of Correa and Wilkinson. And it's 2-1, I believe, to the left-handed hitting Salinas. Here's the pitch, fouled off to the left. Brought to you by the Walden Brothers. Visit their website at www.waldenbrothers.store, and Brothers is abbreviated BROS. 2-2 the count to Casas. Here's the windup and the pitch. Strike 3 call. Yeah, I think that one dropped in there. I think that was a slide. It was way too fast for a curve. It was a heck of a nice pitch.
Yeah, and Correa, who throws about a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, according to pitching coach Chris Jimenez. So when he takes some heat off of those on those strikeout counts, that's pretty nasty.
30 strikeouts for Correa, and the left-handed batter is Luke Johnson, playing third base, batting $1.67, and I think he took strike 1. Righty on lefty matchup. Here's the pitch, way outside, and I think the count is 1-1. Yes, it is. Ball 1, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, a roundhouse swing, and it's 1-2. Taking signals from the third base coach down there. To talk about signals, I was going to do that yesterday, Nick, and here's the next pitch. Oh, I'll tell you what, Wilkinson thought he had him called out. He came up to peg the ball around the diamond, and it's 2-2.
Take a look at the defensive positioning for Costello in center field. He's shaded in a lot closer than last night.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Way outside, it's a full count. Signals always have to be jumbled with a bunch of fake symbols so that your opponent does not know what you're sending. That's one thing, but there's something else that's necessary, and here's the full count pitch. And it's ball 4 as Johnson draws a walk. First walk given up by Correa. And it's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Jake Dresselhaus, who grounded to third on a nifty play by Thomas in the first inning. What's necessary is what I call a pre-signal or an indicator. We'll go through that in a minute. Here's the stretch with a runner on, and the pitch. Strike called at the knees. The indicator means that, let's suppose your steal sign is to touch both your shoulders with each hand, okay? But the indicator might be, here's the pitch, and it's a strike, and it's 0-2. The indicator might be just before that, and that is touching the bill of your cap. So if you touch your shoulders and the opponents think that's a steal sign, but you don't touch the bill of your cap, it's going to confuse them. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And, low and away, and a nice save there by Wilkinson with a runner on. One of the things you've got to do is communicate a bunch of garbage signals both before and after the indicator and the actual signal are given. And you've got to tell your batters to keep looking at the third base coach through that. And I'll explain why. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's the second strikeout of the inning, the fourth of the game, and there's 2 dead. The reason why you don't want that batter to stop looking is because if he stops looking, they know exactly what was communicated. When the younger players have a tendency to do that, a disciplined, experienced player will not. Here's a curveball, and it's in there for a strike. I don't know how many signals you give at the Little League major level, Nick, but big lead. Here's the pitch. Curveball misses just inside, and it's 1-1.
That was, I think that curveball was so good it had home plate fooled, too.
Might have, but it looked tight. 1-1 is the pitch. A long set. He's going to go to first, and he throws it low and dirty, which, if you got a good first baseman, is going to save. Is going to give you a really good chance of picking him off. The count is 1-1. There's 2 outs, and a man on from a walk. Here's the set, and it's again a long set and fake going, and the pitch is high, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, Correa having a little bit of a hard time here locating with the runner on first base. Maybe a little bit of a distraction for him.
I'm not sure what the count is, and here is the pitch, and it is a strike, and it's 2-2 right now. Ball 2, strike 2. The runner probably will be going. It's not a full count, but he's been dying to take off. And there he goes, and the pitch is strike 3. And that's the second time the Monarchs took a man off on the base paths while the batter struck out. And that is striking out the side for Correa. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left at the end of 2.5 innings. The Oilers lead here 4-0. This is Oilers baseball on 96.9 FM and RadioKenai.com.
Where's Dr. Cross? At PCHS in the new eye care clinic at 230 East Marydale Ave. I'm still providing the most personalized and highest quality eye care that you have come to expect from me, but in an updated and advanced location. A 3D image of the back of the eye is included in every full eye exam. The details will knock your socks off. We take insurance, including VSP. So if you've been looking for me, or if you need to come in and have an eye exam, now you know the real scoop. Call 907-262-3119 and schedule today.
Sponsors of Beeman's, talking with Steve. Beeman's is full of summer sports gear. Ain't that right, Steve?
It is. So in soccer, we have a lot of
I'm going to give you a pitch count on Julio
That's great.
Lopez when we come back.
Well, on baseballs, well,
I'll let you read that, but you might have to cut it short, depending on what the batter's doing.
Baseballs and footballs and basketballs and tennis balls, and a great selection of bikes.
You'll find upstairs at Beeman's, located on the Kenai Spur Highway in Soldotna.
Bob Bird and Nick Sorrell as the Oilers with 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 2 men left, and the Michigan Monarchs, no runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, and 2 left. And digging in right now is going to be the number 4 hitter, Nick Costello. He singled, stole a base, did not get an RBI. And here's the first pitch to him. And it's outside for ball 1. I think you got a pitch count on Lopez there, Nick.
Yeah, after that pitch, he's actually up to 40 pitches now through 2 innings pitched. That pitch count brought to you by Everybody Rides Again. Looking for a used vehicle? No credit, bad credit, no problem.
Pitch is outside, ball 2.
Your job plus a small down payment is all you need. Located on the big corner, K Beach and Poppy Lane. Call 907-260-3053. Everybody Rides Again. 907-260-3053.
Pitch is outside, and it's a 3-0 count. Every one of them has been low and away as Costello scored a run, came home on an error on the shortstop on a very bizarre play. Here's the 3-0, and it's a strike. What happened was on that play that got him to the plate was the comebacker to the pitcher glanced off his glove, went to the shortstop, who could not handle it. He's a high fly ball to right field. It's going to be in front of the warning track. Boy, Costello got all of that, but too much height. That was a major league fly out to right.
Yeah, that was a mile-high moonshot of a pop out there to right field. just a tiny bit underneath it. So very close there for Nick Costello.
Anyway, the ball went off the pitcher's glove, came to the shortstop who could not handle it, and kicked it into center field, which enabled Nick to score. There's a bunt shown, and it's a beauty, and it's going to go foul. Oh, man. The third baseman, as soon as he watched that ball cross the foul line, touched it and got it out of trouble. That's the best bunt I've seen in this homestand.
That was a great one. You know, one of my favorite highlights was it Dwight Gooden with the Mets down on his stomach, blowing on the ball, rolling down the
I don't know.
field.
There's got to be a rule against that. But Leighton Helfrich's our batter, and he had 2 RBIs his last time up. The pitch is low, and it's 1-1. He stole third and came home on a wild pitch as well. He was very, very busy on those base paths. He's got a 1-1 count here. The right-handed hitter shows bunt, and this one goes down the third base line, and they're going to make a barehanded play. They won't get there in time. And this one stayed fair, and what a fine play by Johnson. On the run, he fielded it with bare hand, and he made a great throw, but Helfrich got it.
Yeah, that was incredibly gutsy, impressive, small ball play by Leighton Helfrich there. Bunting, rolls foul, takes a ball without showing bunt and goes right back to it when he sees Johnson fading back away from the grass a little bit.
Ty Thomas, the batter, he walked in the first inning, did not score, and I believe that pitch is a strike. There we go.
Let's see what kind of base running we get from Leighton here. He stole both bases last time he was on.
Leading off from first base and slowly edging, and he gets a throw. And they're very much aware that he was a Pirate in his last time around the diamond.
Lopez saying, "I remember you."
He's tall, and he's fast, and there's a long stretch, and he goes. The pitch is a hit and run. Look out. Oh, it's foul. It could have been a double play, but it was not. The first baseman, McGuire, made no move to get to that little bloop foul ball halfway between the plate and first, and it's 0-2.
You hate to say that there's a price of speed, but that, I guess, is kind of one of the only downsides to being so fast, is you get so far off base in a hit and run.
0-2 the count to Ty Thomas. Throw to first.
So far off base that if there's a catchable ball, you have a lot of ground to cover to get back.
Ty Thomas playing third base. Waits patiently, and here's the pitch. And there's an example where I thought I heard a strike called, but it wasn't the umpire. And it's 1-2. We got a field mic right behind the umpire, and he's not always showing his right hand out to the side, which gives us a clear view of what he's calling.
No, not very demonstrative at all. That's what you want from your home plate umpire. Just give me a big strike.
Well, he's doing it, but he's punching forward. That one's way inside. And that looks okay for the benches, you understand, but it's not good for us in the press box. You can't tell what he's doing. The other thing I do when I'm umpiring is I use the left hand to indicate a ball. Here's the 2-2 pitch. He'll foul that one off. And I think it's a Walden Brothers foul ball. Give him a call at 394-5510 for customized T-shirts and tank tops. 394-5510, yeah. And here comes a 2-2 pitch with Ty Thomas hanging top. The runner goes. It's ball 3, and there won't be a play as he'll take and swipe second base. Helfrich, I don't know what the most record is for most stolen bases in a game. He's got 3 already.
Yeah, every time he's on the base paths, he's just, like you said, an absolute pirate, stealing everything.
Ball 3, strike 2. And here's the pitch. Inside, and Ty Thomas gets a free pass for the second time today. Puts runners on first and second with an infield fly rule in effect. And Brett Groupie, who was hit by a pitch, is coming to the plate here in the third. Goopy now taking signals and checking things out. And now steps in on the right side of the plate. With runners on first and second, the Oilers leading here 4-0, threatening for more. Here's the stretch and the pitch. He shows bunt, and this one's no bargain. It goes behind him to the backstop, and it's strike one.
Let's see if we get a...
Trust me, he was bunting for a hit as well, and now the third baseman, Johnson, comes up to the grass.
Well, and sometimes that's the strategy even. Even if you get the bunt and it's a foul or a called strike, whatever, you draw the third baseman in.
Strike one the count. Here's the pitch. Runners go, and they're going to shoot for second base, and it's kills off the batter, off the runner into left field. 1-1 will score. They're going to try for a second one. There won't be a play as the stolen base happened with the catcher opting for the runner going from first to second. It hit him in the leg, and the Oilers lead 6-0. That will be E2.
Yep. Yeah, so that very, very costly error. That's something catchers have to be very careful of when they're thrown down to second. What's impressive to me here is how dangerous Leighton Helfrich's speed is.
Yeah, they're scared. They
didn't even try to throw 90 feet. They opted for 120.
My goodness. Well, the count is 0-2 to Brett Goopy. And the Oilers here with a couple of more unearned runs. Here's the next pitch. Curveball is high. And I think it's 2-2. Now 3 errors for the Monarchs. We could have used a few more of those in yesterday's game. Here's the next pitch, and it's a line fly into right field. It will drop for a hit. As the Oilers breaking loose here in this game, now leading 6-0. There's only 1 out, and 2 runs are in, and we have a runner on first base. Nothing doing in the bullpen yet for the Monarchs.
Yeah, and Groupie not a slow hitter either, or not a slow runner rather either. So expect more aggression on the base paths.
Josiah Chavez was called out. There he goes, and it's low and away. They don't throw, and the Oilers here going nuts on the base paths.
Yeah, you know what? This is surprising to me because last night Salinas, I think he had 3 runners caught stealing.
Here's the next pitch. Strike called, and it's 1-1. We have now a runner on second base. 2 runs are in. And Josiah Chavez, who's the DH today, batting $1.88. Here's the pitch. They're going off the third base. They'll shoot for him, and he's safe at third. Wow! This is a remarkable piece of aggression by the Oilers in this game. And that play was close. And I want to compliment Salinas and Johnson on that play. So a runner at third. There's only 1 out. Even a ground ball will look good here. And there it is. It's going to go to the second baseman. It's going to be an easy out, but it's an RBI for Chavez on a 4-3 putout, and the Oilers now lead 7-0.
Yeah, great. Just a great little sacrifice hit there by Chavez. Bringing the man in from third base. You always want your guys when they're in the box there with a man on third, less than 2 outs, hit to the right side.
Pitch to Rada, batting from the right-hand side. He was called. No, he was not. He went down swinging in the first inning, and it's low for ball 1. Well, the base paths are clean now. 3 runs are in. There's a swing and a miss by Rada. 3 runs are in for the Oilers. And it's a 1-1 count on the right-handed swinging Rada. Here's the pitch, low. And it's 2-1. Ball 2, strike 1. Lopez having a battered outing here for the Monarchs, and that goes up high for ball 3, strike 1. Now there's no action yet in the bullpen that looks very serious. There's a lot of guys trying to keep warm. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Curveball is in there, 3-2. Michael Rada playing first base today. He's got 4 RBIs on the season. Here's the pitch. When it's low. And the Oilers will continue this inning. And that is the second walk of the inning for the Oilers. And it's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Owen McElpatrick.
Another long inning here for the Oilers.
Rada at first base. Let's see if he's going to get into the burglary act. There's a line drive to the center field. It's right at him. He hardly had to move, and Dresselhaus will cool the Oilers Jets here with an F9 straight to him. In the inning, the Oilers get 3 runs on 2 hits. There was a walk, 2 walks, an error, and about 119 stolen bases, it seems. Okay, so at the end of 3 complete, the score is the Oilers 7 and the Monarchs nothing. This is Oilers baseball on the ESPN Radio Network.
This week's money-saving specials from your hometown proud family at Country.
This week, pork shoulder steaks are buy one, get one free. 2-pound packs of Seaport large easy peel shrimp are $11.99, and bone-in ribeye steaks are only $7.99 a pound. Chicken drumsticks are on BOGO.
You're up.
Boneless steaks are buy one, get one free too. 7-ounce Lay's and Doritos varieties are $2.99, and 48-ounce $4.99.
This game is completely different than last night.
Vidalia onions are $1.49, and seedless watermelon is only 69 cents.
Foods in Kenai.
Hello, this is Belinda with Gentle Dental. Are you looking for a brighter smile during this wedding season? Stop in for our professional grade to-go kit and whiten the comfort of your own home. Don't lose track of time with our long summer days and get the dental care you need. Join our dental family. Anxious? No worries. Our name says it all. ¿Hablas español? Nosotros también.
Bob Bird along with Nick Sorrell, and Nick's going to take over the middle innings. He does a great job, and he's going to hold this lead and hopefully pad it. Nick, take it away.
Yeah, thanks, Bob. Well, yeah, here we go. The Oilers leading the visiting Michigan Monarchs 7-0. And the last couple times we've seen big first innings with a lot of runs, it has been the other way around. We've seen our guests coming in and not playing nicely, putting up 4 spots. There was one by the Bucks, and then last night the Monarchs put up 4 runs in the first, and the Oilers have decided to flip the script, and they put up 4 in the first and 3 again in the bottom of the third. So here in the top of the fourth, Ty Correa goes back to work, this time against number 6, Vance Cooper, who swings and misses for strike 1. Correa fires, gets a pop-up up and out of play behind the plate. That foul ball brought to you by the Walden Brothers. They can customize just about anything, but specialize in clothing, t-shirts, crops, tanks, and more. Visit waldenbros.store, that's Bros, B-R-O-S, or call them today at 907-394-5510. The 0-2 pitches swung on and missed, and Vance Cooper goes down on 3 pitches. And that will be the 6th strikeout now for Ty Correa. Already adding to his very impressive pitching resume so far for this season. That'll bring to the plate TJ Kayla, DH for the Monarchs. Looks at a strike, called. Curveball drops right into the middle of the zone. You'd think at this point, after seeing a few innings of Correa, the Monarchs would be swinging at those ones that are first pitch strikes. Here's the 0-1 pitch, misses just a little bit low. That'll even the count at 1. In his first time up, TJ Kayla struck out swinging. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That was a called ball low, so the count is now 2-1. Correa with the windup and the pitch. It's a chopper down the third baseline. Thomas fields it, throws across his body, and makes it to first baseman Michael Rada. What an amazing play by Ty Thomas at third base, charging in up the line, fields the ball right in front of third base, throws across his body, just a looping throw, getting the ball out of his hand as quickly as possible. And right there at first is Michael Rada to stretch and dig it right out of the dirt. Fantastic 5-3 play by the Oilers to record the second out of the inning, and that'll bring Silas Butler to the plate. Taps one foul. Back over toward his teammates' dugout. Count quickly 0-1 here. First pitch strikes, a huge emphasis for pitchers at every level, and Correa just showing those every single time here. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded weakly to the second baseman, Brent Grupe, who gathers and tosses over to Michael Rada for the out, and that will do it. The Monarchs go quickly. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no men left on base. The score here after 3.5 is the Oilers 7 and the Monarchs 0. You're listening to Oilers Baseball on ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
Hello, this is Belinda with Gentle Dental. Are you looking for a brighter smile during this wedding season? Stop in for our professional grade to-go kits and whiten in the comfort of your own home. Don't lose track of time with our long summer days and get the dental care you need. Join our dental family. Anxious? No worries. Our name says it all. Hablas español? Nosotros también.
Hey everyone, Evan Steam on Wheels. Are you a equipment mechanic? Steam on Wheels is looking for a skilled mechanic with at least 5 years of experience to join our team. We offer a competitive salary that depends on your level of experience. Apply today at Steam on Wheels and join our team of professionals who are dedicated to excellence. Don't miss this opportunity to take your career to new heights. Contact us now to schedule an interview and let's get started. Give us a call today at 907-252-2335.
Kayla 5-3 Butler 4-3 out. Welcome back to Oilers baseball. The Oilers leading the visiting Michigan Monarchs 7-0 as we head into the home half of the fourth inning. The Oilers exploding with offense, not only at the plate, but on the base paths as well. So far, they have totaled 7 stolen bases, and that is only through 3 innings. Absolute insane aggression we're seeing from the Oilers so far today.
And we want to compliment the job Correa is doing on the hill with, 6 strikeouts right now?
7. Oh, yes, 6 strikeouts. You're correct, 6. He's
looking
great.
good. So right now, what we've missed is being cured today, and let's hope that this is a portent for things to come. Of course, 7-0. Forget it. This is going to be a tough game, and let's see what happens here as the Oilers bring batters 2, 3, and 4. Nick,
we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Michigan Monarchs. Number 34, Dylan Eggle, a 6'1" right-hander out of Southwestern College in Indiana, and stepping in, the first batter to face Eggle is Owen McElpatrick.
the line on Julio Lopez, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 7 runs, 5 of them earned, and he struck out 1, 2, 3.
McElpatrick looks at ball 1 and thought we got a ball call there, but now I'm thinking, nope, it was a strike call that second time. So Felix Martinez continuing to be questionable with that pop foul down the right field line into the bleachers, just over the right field bleachers actually, and the count is now 1-2. That foul ball brought to you by Walden Brothers. They can customize just about anything: clothing, t-shirts, crops, tanks, and more. Call them today, 907-394-5510. McElpatrick so far today has gone 0 for 2. He struck out looking in the first, 0 for 3. Struck out, flied out to left, and lined out to center. And, I am sorry, I'm the wrong batter. We have Brent Wilkinson, who taps right back to the pitcher now, who gathers, and Eggle throws over to McGuire at first for the out. So here I am looking at my score sheet, all backwards. Owen McElpatrick, shortstop, was the last out of the bottom of the third for the
Fans
Oilers.
should know what we have to do here. We got two whiteboards. We got a defensive alignment on the diamond. We got a laptop, and holy cow.
We are our own stats department, among many other things. So Ben Griffin, number 15, stepping in for the Oilers, looks at ball one off the plate. And his first time up, he singled and then grounded out to the first baseman in his second appearance. Looking at ball two there, so the count now 2-0 on Griffin. Griffin looking to pick up another home run like he had in the game last week. Looks at strike one, so the count is 2-1, 2 balls and 1 strike on Ben Griffin. If you're just tuning in, the Oilers are on top of the visiting Michigan Monarchs 7-0. The 2-1 ball pitch misses down and outside to Ben Griffin, and so that puts Griffin in a hitter's count. If he has got himself a pitch to drive, this would hopefully be it. Here it comes, and he does pop one, but it is up and out of play, over the right field bleachers, over the clubhouse, out into the parking lot. Hopefully you didn't park your car over there. You might want to check your windshield. So full count now on Ben Griffin. Eggle with the payoff pitch. Ball 4, outside, and that'll put the first runner on base here for the inning for the Oilers. Coming up now, Nick Costello. He singled his first at bat, flew out to right field, second time he was up. So we'll have a righty-lefty matchup here with Dylan Eggle, the Monarchs pitcher, delivering the first pitch inside for ball 1. Costello came in today batting .414, so absolutely tearing it up at the plate. The 1-0 pitch, low for ball 2.
Well, there's some unwritten rules in baseball. One of them is you don't steal if you're way ahead after, let's say, the 5th inning. So it's still early for that.
2-0 pitch is popped high into left field, but Casas right there, drifting just a little bit to his right, grabs it for the second out of the inning. So that's 2 Oilers down, and that'll bring up Leighton Helfrich. We should just call him the Freeze. I don't know if you remember, Seattle used to have that guy, the Freeze, that would come out and race fans around the warning track.
Well, he's 2 for 2 and about at least 3, maybe 4 stolen bases. 2 runs scored.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolute just barnstormer on the base paths today. Actually, really, so far all season from what we've seen. A pickoff attempt over there. Eggle trying to keep Ben Griffin close. Looks in and delivers the 0-0 pitch, a swing and a miss by Leighton Helfrich. 1 man on base here for the Oilers in the bottom half of the 4th inning. The count is 0-1 on Leighton Helfrich, who looks at ball 2. So that's 2 balls and no strikes on Helfrich, who, as we said, has singled twice and collected 4 stolen bases. Griffin getting his lead and a swing and a miss on the 2-0 pitch from Eggle. Taking a look around the diamond in the outfield for the Monarchs, Casas, Dresselhaus, and Butler in the outfield. And Johnson, Vance, Vincent, and McGuire, third, short, second, and first, respectively. Another throw over to first base, but Griffin slides back easily. And then a battery of now Dylan Eggle pitching, and Salinas are the Monarchs catcher. Count is 1-2 on Leighton Helfrich. Ball 2 high, ball 3 too high.
Oh, Salinas was asleep. That's the last thing you expect for a catcher. And he knew it. He came up with the ball and startled himself when he saw that the base runner was off to the races.
So Ben Griffin collects a stolen base here, and the count evens up at 2-2 on Leighton Helfrich, who lifts one into right field. It's going to drop just inside the foul line. That's going to collect. Oh, and the right fielder, Butler, cannot get to it, and that's going to bring a run in. And Helfrich, speedy as he is, dashes easily over to first base. So that's going to go down as a single for Leighton Helfrich, and then a fielding error on the part of the Monarchs right fielder, Silas Butler.
That's a fair call to call it an error. It's an RBI for sure, but definitely. I would have given, because of the slipperiness, and we've seen people falling in on the infield and the outfield, I might have been a little more forgiving, but we'll put it down as the fourth error for the Monarchs.
Strike called to Ty Thomas, who is up for the third time. He's walked twice.
8-0 now for the Oilers. And, of course, that's their sixth hit.
And even though they've come out swinging the bats and running on the bases, still dangerous with 2 outs as Ty Thomas looks at ball 2 off the plate. So this is the offense we've been dying for the last week or so, and here the Oilers are finally giving it to us. The 1-1 pitch about to come in as Eggle takes a long look at second base. Misses low, skips up and back to the pitcher.
That'll be a wild pitch. The catcher was out to lunch with that one as well, as he's looking to the backstop, and the ball was right in front of the pitcher's mound. But he needs to have his pitcher help him out with that.
Salinas having all kinds of trouble behind the plate tonight. The 2-1 pitch to Ty Thomas misses high, and as we say, it goes over the top of the head of Salinas, and that's going to bring in another run for the Oilers. Helfrich jogs home across the plate.
I give that a pass ball. He got his glove on it.
Yep, I agree. Did not come up out of his crouch, just reached up to try and grab that one. That is one of those 101 things for catchers. If you got a high ball, you come up out of your crouch. Don't reach up and stab at it. 3-1 pitch to Ty Thomas is tapped or grounded sharply to the third baseman, who gathers and throws over to not before the Oilers add 2 more to their lead. So they do that on 1 hit. So they get 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 base on balls, 2 errors, 1 error, that is, and no men left on base. So the score here is 9-0 Oilers leading the Michigan Monarchs at the conclusion of the 4th inning. You're listening to Oilers Baseball on ESPN 1140 AM, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
Are you tired of your car sounding like a flock of honking geese? Worry no more.
Just as a matter of routine,
yes.
When we come back, give the runs, hits, errors, and left on base.
Dan Automotive is your one-stop shop for all things car-related. Whether you need a tune-up, an oil change, or a friendly chat about your engine's dreams and aspirations, Dan's Automotive has got you covered. Their phone number is as easy to remember as a clown riding a unicycle while juggling rubber chickens.
You see why it's great having 2 of us.
04.
Need a waste container? Call Alaska Waste today at 283-9390. Alaska Waste has waste containers for all types of products. Containers to small dumpsters, perfect for cleaning up your yard. Containers all the way up. Hey, 283-9390. On the routes. 283.
We're having trouble hearing the feed, Caleb.
Welcome back to Oilers Baseball. The Oilers leading the Michigan Monarchs 9-0 after 4 innings. Well, Bob, this is a great start for the Oilers, who have put up 9 runs on 6 hits and no errors. Our visitors have no runs on 1 hit and 4 errors. Coming in now for the Monarchs, Mason McGuire will lead it off. Correa's 0-0 pitch misses down for ball 1. Uncharacteristic first pitch ball from Correa. Let's see how he rebounds. Into the windup, delivers. Line down the right, the first baseline, and foul.
Walden Brothers brought you that one. A hot shot down the first baseline. Give them a call, 394-5510, as we'll see what they're putting up some tape here in the grandstands. I'm not sure what happened.
I believe the seats came
Bolted?
Unbolted.
Okay.
Bolts stripped out or something, so not good.
I'm just hoping it wasn't a crime scene, that's all.
The 1-1 pitch now from Correa. Fouled up and over the screen, and that'll make it 1-2. Mason McGuire stepping away from the batter's box there for a second. I believe he cracked his bat on that foul ball down the first baseline. So collected a new bat. Back in the box now. The count is 1-2. Correa fires, misses outside for ball 2. So that'll even it at 2.
Oilers got 4 runs in the first, 3 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. And they've been assisted with some errors.
More than a couple. Correa misses again. That'll bring the count full on the Monarchs' first baseman, Mason McGuire. Have to check, but I think, nope, it's only the second full count, which full count pitch misses low, and that'll be the first walk of the game for, second walk of the game for Ty Correa.
Now batting number 7, Steven Cassis.
Well, it's an opening walk, and they come back to bite 50% of the time, according to centuries of baseball statistics.
That'll bring Steven Casas up to the plate, who struck out looking his first time up. Takes ball 1 high. And I believe when he came up, and I mentioned that he seemed like he was one of the shorter players, you estimated that he was about 5'8", and I went ahead and checked that, and you, sir, are right on the button. 5'8". 1-0 pitch from Correa. Curveball misses high, so that'll take it 2-0. So Correa struggling to find the strike zone here with the last 2 batters from the Monarchs. With the count now 2-0 on left fielder Steven Casas, who digs in again. Slightly open stance for Casas. Correa looking over, checking the runner. Taking a long look in. Gets the sign that he likes. And deals in the dirt for ball 3. Wilkinson.
Taking an owie there.
Yeah, I can't tell if he took that one on his hand or somewhere else.
Oh, he's going to be granted some time by the umpire. I wondered as well if it came off of on his hands, because the ball bounced in. It was hot. You know, it's an absolutely, it's a miracle that catchers don't get beat up more when you consider what they're facing. They're facing 85 to Major League Baseball, 100-mile-an-hour pitches. And to tell you the truth, I think they should be dressed more like a hockey goalie.
Right. Oh, I know.
Of all the positions in sports, and I mean in sports, catching is the most underrated position in my opinion. I mean, I'm talking about every sport you can think of. Catchers don't get the credit they deserve.
No, they do not. And not only did they not get the credit they deserve for the beating that they take behind plate and the uniqueness of their position being the only defensive position facing the opposite way, but good catchers put in a ridiculous amount of homework, having to do research on all batters of their opponents. Wilkinson, okay. Correa gets back to work with a 3-0 count and drops a curveball in there for strike 1. So that'll be 3 balls and 1 strike.
Joe Torre was a catcher for many years, and when they put him to first base, he said, I felt like I was on vacation.
The 3-1 pitch is lifted into right field. Helfrich blading back and makes the catch in right field.
That's an F9. He had to fade back and kept his feet. That's a problem today with a wet field. And they made a fine play holding the runner at first. Yeah, Joe Torre said the things that go buzzing around in your head as a catcher are just a part of the exhaustion of the.
Well, and speaking of catchers, Zach Salinas, catcher for the Monarchs, digs in at the plate and looks at ball 1 off the plate. Salinas struggling mightily behind the dish tonight.
Yeah, he's got an error and a couple of non-error mistakes, I guess you could say.
Struggling to stay in front of those balls. The 1-0 pitch, this is inside, and just as we say that, the ball skips off of Wilkinson's glove.
That'll be a pass ball.
Rolls behind him, and that'll allow McGuire to shuffle down to second base. And so now the Monarchs have their first runner in scoring position of the day against Correa, who is beginning to labor just a little bit here with one out in the top of the fifth inning. 2-0 count on Zach Salinas. Swing and a miss, and he goes down on a knee on that one.
It's corkscrew swing. That's what that's called.
That's right.
Oh, man.
So that'll take the count to 2-1. McGuire getting his lead. Nobody really holding him on. The 2-1 pitch is grounded to shortstop. McFatrick fields it and throws over to Makarata for the out at first base.
That was a beautiful play by McElpatrick because he had the base runner in front of him, and he never lost sight of the ball, gloved it cleanly in a crouch, and made the throw across the infield.
Yeah, absolutely. And even on top of that, he had a ball that with some English on it that was tailing away from him, and he was still able to get over there and stab at it and get it and record the out.
McGuire heads to third on the play.
So the Monarchs with a runner at third now, 2 outs. The score is 9-0 Oilers in the top of the fifth inning. Luke Johnson, the number 9 hitter, looks at a ball from Correa for a 1-0 count.
Would have been interesting if McElpatrick had faked the throw to first and see which way he would have broken.
Yeah, and that was, he actually had some time. He could have maybe tried that throw. The 1-0 pitch to Luke Johnson misses outside. So after 3 innings of just lights out locating his pitches, Ty Correa having a hard time finding the strike zone a little bit, but has worked into 2 outs with no runs in. 2-0 count to Luke Johnson, misses high. So that'll be 3-0 now.
I would say this might be his last inning of work because he has had 3 innings where he had an extensive rest, and that may be part of the problem that he's having trouble locating.
3-0 pitch, misses inside, and that'll be ball 4 now. So 2 walks in the inning here for Ty Correa. And that'll put runners at the corners for the Monarch as they flip back to the top of their lineup. Jake Dresselhaus is going to come in here, center fielder. He grounded out to the third baseman his first at bat and struck out in his second at bat swinging.
Well, we're going to have a visit to the mound, and this is as good as a call to the bullpen because it's brought to you by Central Peninsula Hospital, where they believe that providing better access to local primary care and specialty services is central to their mission. Go to their website at www.cpgh.org. And it's just a chit-chat. They want to get out of this inning, keep the shutout intact, of course. There's a challenge. And Correa, I think, is suffering from long sit-downs between innings.
Very likely. I think you're probably right on with that one. McCann, if I'm a fly on the wall, or I guess a fly on the mound out there, I think that conversation probably went something like, hey, you got a 9-run lead, 2 outs.
Pitch strikes.
Get this guy out. And as we speak, there is a chopper to the third baseman who fields it and throws over to Makarata for the out.
Wow.
And that will retire the side. Well, that conversation worked out really well. And that will put the Monarchs back in the dugout without having brought in any runs. They get no runs on no hits and no errors with 2 walks in the inning. The score is still Oilers 9, Monarchs 0. You're listening to Peninsula Oilers Baseball on ESPN 1140 AM, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
Alaska Trailer is your go-to destination for exceptional trailers.
Caleb, that's a much better feed now.
Their biggest sale
it's
of
just
the
the
year.
internet, man.
Why should
I
you
couldn't
take
do anything
advantage
about
of
it,
this
so
blowout
it
sale?
corrected
Superior
itself.
quality.
Their trailers are
I can't hear you, Caleb.
And deliver exceptional
It's
performance.
just the internet.
Executive opportunity.
Alaska Trailer, located on K Beach Road.
Looking for a dentist that will
It's
ensure
funny.
your dental
We started
health?
out with some
Welcome, Dr.
sunbeams that made it warm in here, and now I'm plugging the vent.
Ritwik has the latest technology to make your appointments a breeze with their new iTero scanner. And now offering
Same picture?
in-house scans for crowns, bridges, Invisalign, and more.
34? No, it's the same picture, isn't it?
Significantly thinking
Who is
about
it?
your smile for summer?
Eggles.
Call Ridgeway today to ask about their
Dylan
teeth
Eggles.
whitenings.
E-G-G-L.
Ridgeway Family
Okay.
Dentistry. Located is for Highway in Soldotna, 907-262-8404.
Welcome back to Peninsula Oilers Baseball. Great day for Oilers baseball. The weather maybe not so much anymore. It's cooling off and the sun has gone behind the clouds as we have gone later into the evening. But a great day for baseball as the Oilers are trouncing the Michigan Monarchs 9-0. The Monarchs 0 runs on 1 hit and 4 errors. The Oilers 9 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. To lead off the inning here, Brett Grupe, the second baseman for the Oilers, is going to get us going. Swings and misses at a breaking ball on the inside part of the plate, probably a little bit inside.
Grupe's had a good day. Got hit by a pitch, singled, scored a run, and 2 stolen bases as he's been in that theft parade.
Looks at strike 2, a curveball apparently at the bottom part of the zone. Looked a little low to me, but the count is 0-2. Eggle waiting for Grupe to get back into the box. Deals 0-2, swing and a miss. Drop third strike, but Salinas comes out into the infield grass and throws out to the first baseman for the out. So
a leisurely toss, and I think if Grupe had used his speed, he might have bought something there.
Very well may have. That's going to bring Josiah Chavez back to the plate. Chavez struck out looking in his first at bat and then brought in a run on a RBI ground out, 4-3 ground out. First pitch is a ball outside to Josiah Chavez. When he took that strikeout in the first inning, he was not very happy. Taking a long look back at home plate umpire Felix Martinez. And Chavez looks at ball 2 outside. Dylan Eggle right back to work here again. Delivers a strike. A little low, but I'm not behind the plate, so count is now 2-1 on Josiah Chavez. DHing tonight, hits one down the line. They call it a foul ball.
Boy, that was to the right of the bag, but it may have technically gone over the bag on on one of those bounces. That's technically a fair ball, but you would have had a big argument, and there isn't an umpire, unless he's right on that bag, who would call it that way.
Yeah, it bounced inside the foul line in front of first base. Josiah Chavez swings and fouls one back to the screen. Bounces in front of first base, inside the line, and goes over the top and lands outside in foul territory toward right field. 2-2 count, swing and a miss. That'll send Chavez down on strikes, and so Dylan Eggle, the Monarchs pitcher, strikes out the first 2 Oilers he faces here in the bottom of the 5th inning. If you're just tuning in, the Oilers are exploding with runs and stolen bases here. The score is 9-0. Oilers here in the bottom of the 5th inning over the Monarchs. Michael Rada swings and misses at the first pitch from Dylan Eggle.
He struck out in the first, walked in the third. It did not figure in on any runs.
Working quickly, Eggle throws and delivers a ball outside. So that'll even the count at 1-1 on first baseman Michael Rada. Quickly, and this is line drive into left field, a no doubt single right at the left fielder, Steven Casas, who fields it and leisurely throws it back into the shortstop. That will work the ball back into the pitcher as we've returned to the top of the order. And how about this? Owen McElpatrick coming up for his 4th at-bat, and it's only the 5th inning.
And he's drawn a blank. He struck out, flied to left, flied to right.
See if he can. And he grounds one sharply to the second baseman, who gathers and flips over for the easy fielder's choice, Vance to Vincent, and that'll retire the Oilers. They go down with no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. The score is Oilers 9, Michigan Monarchs 0 after 5 innings. You're listening to Oilers Baseball on ESPN 1140 AM, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
People here are enjoying their coffee. They're reading articles and checking email. But one person here is thinking about a patient that would benefit from innovative treatments for their spine injury. Another about how to deliver even faster life-saving stroke care. Here is Central Peninsula Hospital, where dedicated experts are on the front lines of medicine. Central Peninsula Hospital. What we have here is amazing. CPH, compassionate, personalized, healing. If you enjoy great sound in your home, check out the quality speakers available for sale at Cobalt Valley Jade Company. Want to create a home theater? They have an expert who can assist. Just want a sound bar? They have those too. Chase the rainy day blues away or savor the
keep
sun.
them on.
As you immerse yourself in music in your home with the audio equipment for sale. Audio, lighting, and
I'll bring us
automation
back.
can assist
You wanna make
Just
up a
come
pitch
by
count?
Cobalt Valley Jade Company at 41735 Sterling Highway. Open Tuesday through Saturdays 10 to 6.
Well, we are back here in the top of the 6th inning. The Oilers have 9 runs, 6 hits, no errors. We have stranded 5. And the Monarchs, no runs, 1 hit, 4 errors. They've left 4 men on base. A very, very stingy Ty Correa. And they're going to leave him in, Nick. My belief is because we didn't have a big inning, I think he's ready to pitch some more. Let's see if it makes a difference.
I think he is too. I think you're absolutely right on that. He's been looking so good. I think the struggles in the last inning largely came, like you had suggested, from an extended break as the Oilers brought 2 more runs in the bottom of the 4th inning, and so he just had time to let that arm cool off and came out having a hard time finding the strike zone.
Time for a pitch count brought to you by Everybody Rides. If you're looking for a used vehicle, what if you've got bad credit? Well, they'll still help you out. Your job plus a small down payment is all you need. Give them a call at 260-3053, located on K Beach and Poppy Lane.
Cade Vinson, the hitter for the Monarchs, looks at a curveball high for ball 1.
Pitch count will be 58.
58. Very efficient. A 1-0 pitch misses low. And in his first at bat, Vinson grounded out to the shortstop and struck out looking the second time up. Looking to get a hit here. Correa looking to prevent that. Deals the 2-0 pitch. It's a grounder to the shortstop. McElfatra gathers it and throws to first base for a quick and easy out. 1 up, 1 down.
He's looked very steady at shortstop today.
Absolutely, yeah. Very, very sure-gloved. And so that'll retire the first batter for the Monarchs, and that'll bring up their shortstop, Cooper Vance, who has struck out swinging twice so far today. Correa's first pitch to Vance's inside for ball 1. So a whole string of first pitch strikes for Correa these last couple innings has turned into a string of first pitch balls. The 1-0 pitch just over the inside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. The Oilers leading the Monarchs 9-0. Ty Correa, the 6'9" right-hander, delivers the 1-1 pitch for a swing and a miss, strike 2. To Monarchs shortstop Vance Cooper. Quickly going right back to work and into the windup. The 1-2 pitch from Correa. A curveball that gets a swing and a miss.
That was nowhere near the strike zone.
That one was up around his forehead.
That's I think the 7th strikeout now for Correa.
That is his 7th strikeout indeed. And so that's 2 up and 2 down in the top of the 6th for the Michigan Monarchs. Ty Correa now facing TJ Kayla, who grounds a chopper up the middle. Second baseman
goes through the motions of a ballet dance. Groupie could not glove it, and he had no chance to make a play in any case, but he still made a very graceful gazelle-like leap there in the shallow center field. It's a base hit all the way.
Tried to transfer a ghost ball from his glove to his hand as he was pirouetting in the air there, but the ball had not gotten quite in the glove and was still sitting on the outfield grass.
Just the 2nd hit for the Monarchs.
Into bat for the Monarchs now is Silas Butler, who looks at ball 1 high and outside. Butler torturing the Oilers last night, collecting 2 RBIs, a double, a single, reached base on 4 times with as he took 2 walks as well. Not so dangerous today. Looking at a 1-0 pitch here from Correa, which misses off the plate, very off the plate. Nice job by Wilkinson to come up out of the crouch and get over there to glove that
Those
one.
are hot fastballs, and they're way outside.
They are. Yeah, those are tough to get to.
I think he respects Butler.
I think so, too. 2-0 pitch is low. 3 straight fastballs to Butler. Correa trying to beat Butler with the heat. The runner on first base for the Monarchs is TJ Kayla, the DH. 3-0 pitch right down the pipe for strike one. Count now 3-1 on Monarchs right fielder, the number 5 hitter, Silas Butler. Correa likes the sign that he gets and delivers high and inside, and he's going to walk back-to-back batters with 2 outs here.
Now 1, 2, 3 walks given up by Correa
in the last 2 innings. So struggling to record that last out. Had 2 outs last inning and walked a batter and let the runners get to the corners. Now here with 2 outs, he has allowed a single and a base on balls. Mason McGuire, who walked last inning, is back into the box and looks at strike one from Ty Correa. Runners at first and second for the Monarchs, who trail the Peninsula Oilers 9-0. 1-0-1 pitch from Ty Correa misses high.
McGuire's got a good day on a team that's not doing well. He has a single in the second and a walk, and he got as far as third base in the 5th.
So he's 1 for 1 on the day. The 1-1 pitch is lifted foul and into the left field bleachers. And that'll take the count to 1-2, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Walden Brothers gave you that one. Customized clothing at 394-5510.
Ty Correa looking to end an inning with a threat on the base path behind him. 1-2 pitch to Mason McGuire is in there. A punch out for a called third strike. McGuire doesn't like it. It looked pretty down the pipe for me, but that'll retire the Monarchs after 5.5. The score is 9-0 Oilers. The Monarchs go down on no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 2 men on base. You are listening to Peninsula Oilers Baseball on ESPN 1140 AM, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
Do you believe our local Kenai Peninsula residents deserve exceptional health care? We sure do. That's why we're excited to welcome Heather Moon, our team's newest nurse practitioner. She is ready to serve her local community and has immediate availability and is welcoming new patients. She has a special interest in mental health and women's health.
Nobody warming up.
Call our office at 907-313-4569 to book with
Save
her
the
today.
bullpen. 9-run lead. They've had to dip into it a couple times.
Yeah, you want to keep a shutout, I think. But
from Seward to Homer, Hot Rocks Asphalt
you
Paving
need to
is
get some
available
guys
if you need
some work.
Yes, they
call
do. Well,
Asphalt Paving at
34, same
907-40.
pitcher. Nice catch.
Construction experience and will ensure your job is done to the highest level possible. Whether you need a driveway, a parking pad, a sidewalk, or a parking lot, or just need repairs to your current asphalt, Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving. Call 907-4729 or find them on Facebook. Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving.
welcome back to Peninsula Oilers Baseball. Great day. The Oilers are up 9-0 on the Michigan Monarchs. Our friends visiting from the lower 48 decided to be kind and present us with a lot of gifts in the form of errors.
They weren't kind yesterday, were they?
No, not so much. The Oilers putting up 9 runs on 6 hits with no errors. The Monarchs, no runs so far on only 2 hits, as Ty Correa, despite having a hard time with the strikes on the last couple innings, has still pitched very effectively. And the Monarchs are going to have 4 errors to go along with those 2 hits. Back in the box again for the 4th time today, catcher Bren Wilkinson, who looks at a strike.
Oilers 9 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and the Monarchs 0-2-4.
Wilkinson thinks about going around on that one, but holds up, and that'll even the count at 1. The pitcher for the Monarchs, Dylan Eggles, who came in the third inning. Curveball misses high for ball 2. That one nowhere near the strike zone.
Oilers got 4 runs in the first, 3 in the third, and 2 in the fourth.
2-1 pitch to Wilkinson is grounded sharply to the shortstop, Vance, who gloves and throws over to first base to record the first out of the inning. Well, that means that Wilkinson has now reached on an error, popped out to the first baseman, tapped out to the pitcher, and grounded sharply to the shortstop. So he's 0 for 4.
Well, but that error in the first inning was key, I think, to this entire game, as it was a fly ball to left field, dropped, and he came around and scored a run.
Now in the box for the Oilers is Ben Griffin, who laces a ground ball right up the middle, freezing Vance and Vincent right there at short and second. They didn't even move. Neither of them, they both knew they had no chance to get to that one. And so the Oilers have a runner on first base now here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Second hit for Griffin to go with a walk and 2 runs scored.
Into the box for the Oilers, Nick Costello, center fielder, who lifts one into left center. It's tailing away from the center fielder, Dresselhaus, who does manage to run over there and get the catch for the second out of the inning. So 1 pitch and a swing from Nick Costello, and he flies out for the second out. That'll leave a runner still at first base in Ben Griffin for the Oilers, who have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
That brings up Layden Helfrich, who is scorching hot. 3 for 3 and 3 RBIs, and I don't know how many stolen bases.
4. Helfrich looks at a ball off the plate. Yep, singles each time he's been up to bat so far today. 3 RBIs to go along with all those stolen bases. This is a best day he's had all this summer. Taps one right back, grounds it to the second baseman, who gathers and shovel passes over to Vance for the third out of the inning. So despite a runner on base, the Oilers will go down with 3 outs here, and that is no runs on 1 hit and no errors and 1 man left on base. The score is Oilers 9, Monarchs 0 after 6 innings. You're listening to Peninsula Oilers Baseball on ESPN 1140 AM, 96.9 FM, and RadioKenai.com.
When I have issues with my sewer drain, I call Sean Parnell. Holidays have a broken line or need the screws traps till today. Reliable, professional, and he knows what he is doing. This is for all sewer drain and whatever he even has sewer. With Sean Parnell today at 907-262-56.
So I got to
Upgrade your vehicle. Enhance audio and drive with six. Happen right now. They have a whole audio here. Ken, JBL and KL Audio, and they now offer Lumar.
We're doing too much.
I know.
For custom sub. Their experts will design and build the perfect enclosure for your specific needs. It's super for sale and safe and conveniently located on Spur Highway in Soldotna.
We're back here at Carl Seymour Memorial Park, home of the Oilers, and the Oilers, right from the start, have jumped all over the Lake Erie Monarchs and enjoy a 9-0 lead. The Oilers 9 runs, 7 hits, no errors, with 6 men left, and the Monarchs no runs, 2 hits, 4 errors, and they've stranded 6 as well. And staying on the hill, surprising me a little bit, is Ty Correa. 9-0 lead. I would think that you want to get some work for some of your arms there, but that's the coach knows what he's doing, and we'll see what the Oilers can do here. I can guarantee you that they'll be wearing black tops tomorrow, because if baseball's loaded with superstitions, they shouldn't do it because it's bad luck. But Stephen Casas, batters 7, 8, and 9 are coming to the plate here in the 7th inning. 9-0 Oiler lead, and the pitch by Correa is low for ball 1. Oilers have Chalmers, McElpatrick, Groupie, and Rada. The infield third to first. Griffin, Costello, and Helfrich. The outfield left, center, and right. And a battery of Correa and Wilkinson. Here's the ball one pitched by the giant right-hander. That one bounces 3 feet in front of the plate, and it's doing nothing. 6'9", 230 pounds.
This might be a little bit of a stretch, but just trying to think from a coaching standpoint. I'm wondering if Larry McCann is seeing Ty Correa struggling out there. Also seeing a pitcher that he has who's leading his team is in terms of lowest ERA. I'll come right back to this after the pitch.
Here's the pitch, and it's tapped right up the middle. It's going to be hard, and grabbing it, no way. They're going to call him out. Oh, my goodness, I won't agree with that call. And even though I'm rooting for the Oilers, but Steven Casas would agree with me as he jumped in a circle when he got punched out there. It was a great play and a great effort, of course, by McElpatrick. And all right, there you go. It's a 6-3 putout. Here comes Zach Salinas. He's 0 for 2. The first pitch to the big left-hander is outside for ball one. Salinas has been called out and thrown out by McElpatrick on a 6-3 putout in the fifth. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss.
So, and as I was saying a minute ago, I'm almost wondering if Coach McCann is seeing Ty struggling here and just wanting to give him an opportunity with this big cushion to, like, work his way through some problems. You know what I'm saying?
Could be. Here's the 1-1 breaking pitch. That missed. Looked good to me. No, he's calling a very delayed strike. He's remembering to please put your arm out to the right. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And it's a ground ball. It's going to be tough again for McElpatrick. He picks it up, and he throws this one into the fence as he pulled Rada off towards home plate, and that will be NE6. It was a slow ground roller. I think the throw would have had him, especially after he got that last call. That's E6 and the first error for the Oilers.
The law of averages probably catching up with Owen on that one. Phenomenal work at shortstop there. Eventually, one's probably just going to come back and bite you.
So the Monarchs have a base runner with Luke Johnson, the batter. He's walked twice. He's the bottom feeder at batting. Here's a double play ball to the second baseman. He'll shovel it over. We'll try for a double play. Won't go. And he had the throw beat. And this one also goes against the fence, but no error there as they got the force out at second base on Salinas. That's a 4-6 putout and a fielder's choice for Luke Johnson. He had the throw beat.
He did. I'm curious to see what the conversation is here between Al Hall and second baseman Brent Groupie, because
maybe he failed to slide.
Well, he didn't slide. Yeah, he didn't slide, and he kind of just ducked away. Salinas did as he was moving
down. That would
down
make
there.
some sense there for a bad throw. And there's going to be a huddle with the umpires here. I'm glad you noticed that, Nick, because I was not looking at that because I'm going to see how close the play is at first. So when you say he ducked away, did he peel towards the outfield or the infield?
He ducked toward the infield, and McElpatrick had to make a leaping throw there to avoid the runner.
Avoid beating him.
Yes. They're going to leave him there. They're going to leave the runner at first base. So,
well, I think it was worthy of the discussion, and Al Hull is Hull, as in Bobby Hull, talking it over.
McElpatrick continuing to plead his case out there with umpire Al Hull. Yeah, I also think that Brett Groupie, he fielded that ball, and instead of shoveling it in he ran it in just a little bit before underhanding it to McElpatrick. So there was a bit of a jam there between.
Well, there's a responsibility, especially when there's a double play ball. That player has either got to get out of the way or he's got to eat dirt. So I wish I had been watching it. I would have a stronger opinion. And the batter now is the leadoff hitter. And here's a fly ball, center field, and a spectacular catch by Costello as he catches it on his backhand and slides 10 feet into right field on that sinking fly ball off the stick of Dresselhaus. Wow. That will retire the side. We'll talk more about it when we come back in the inning. No runs, no hits. One error, one man left. At the end of 6.5, the score is the Oilers 9 and the Monarchs nothing. This is Oilers Baseball on the ESPN Radio Network.
Soldotna Professional Pharmacy, corner Binkley in Marydale, offering products like cough
I
and
forgot
cold,
the 7th inning stretch. There we go.
great items to have at home and on the go. Be sure to take advantage of Soldotna Professional
New pitcher.
Pharmacy's and program to help
Left-hander,
organize your
he's
busy
looking
schedule.
6'9".
Offer convenient
He's
Number
40-something.
and all the way to Homer.
Well, they don't have any. Oh, I'm looking at the other roster.
He's number 41, I think.
That's what I thought too. Yep, Sam Bassett Kennedy, 6'7".
Trailer is your
Michigan
go-to
State.
destination for
Can you get a line on
Get ready for their biggest
Eggle?
sale of the year. They're
Yeah, let me see
offering
what I can do here.
unbeatable deals on a wide range of trailers suited for various purposes. Whether you need truck beds, enclosed trailers, utility trailers, tilts trailers, car haulers, or more, Alaska Trailer has it all. The best part? Their prices are well below manufacturer's suggested retail price, and they are clearing out inventory. So they must go. Alaska Trailer on K Beach Road.
Well, it's 7th inning stretch time, brought to you by Coffee Express. They've got 3 locations to choose from, 2 in Kenai on both ends of town and 1 in Soldotna at the Y. If you love a great cup of coffee, then you're going to love Coffee Express. They also serve Red Bull specials, teas, smoothies, and Italian sodas. Coffee Express. A 7th inning stretch is part of Americana. And Oilers enjoying a 9-0 lead. 9 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Oilers. No runs, 2 hits, 4 errors for the Lake Erie Monarchs. And Nick, we've got another giant on the hill.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Stepping onto the mound for the Monarchs is the 6'7" left-hander Sam Bassett Kennedy. He's a senior from Michigan State University. The line on Dylan Eggle is 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs earned, and then bases on balls, just one walk for him and 1 strikeout.
Ty Thomas will lead things off for the Oilers as they will bring batters 6, 7, and 8. Thomas, Groupie, and Chavez due up for the Oilers. Thomas has walked twice, walked in the first, walked in the third, scored a run, and grounded to third. Bats from the right-hand side, and the first pitch is high and away from the gigantic Kennedy on the hill for the Monarchs. Here's the windup and the pitch. That looked good, but I think they're going to call it low, and it's 2-0. Ball 2, no strikes. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's right down Broadway, and it's 2-1. Sun peeking out, maybe the last time tonight. Ball 2, strike 1, coming in from right field. Here's a line drive, base hit into center field. I mean, that was right over the back and right towards the center fielder. If you had a laser beam going from home plate to second to the center field mileage marker, it would have been a straight line.
Yeah, it really hit that one right on the screws, Ty Thomas did. And that was needed for him. I think he's trying to look back here to see what kind of hits he's accrued over the last couple games.
He's got a Sandy Koufax batting average. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, he does. But yeah, no, that's a great opportunity for him to just.
Here's a pitch, ground ball. It's a slow roller. They're going to try for 2. They go to second, and they've got him. A 4-6-3 double play. I was watching the shortstop. He might have been in the vicinity of second base, but I can't be sure. And it's a 4-6-3 garden variety double play.
I'm almost wondering if Brett Groupie was a little bit hurting a little bit on that one, because he did not appear to be hustling up the line real hard like you would think he would, trying to beat out a double play ball.
Josiah Chavez bats from the left-hand side, and he takes ball 1. He's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out to second base, sandwiched in between. DHing today. The next pitch to him is fouled, and it's brought to you by the Walden Brothers. They'll do T-shirts, crops, tank tops, and more. WaldenBrothers.store. And they abbreviate it. Here's the pitch. Bounces in, goes to the backstop, and it's... Well, let's see, our count is 2-1. All right. Chavez. 3 RBIs, no home runs, batting $1.88. Here's the pitch to him. It's a ground ball, foul down the first base side. And the count will go to 2-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Nick?
Chavez showing some frustration there after that first pitch ball. Almost kind of wondering what it was, what got under his skin there. Maybe just frustrated he's not getting pitches to hit. Not sure.
Ball 2, strike 2. Here's the windup by Kennedy and the pitch, and it's a foul ball down the left field line, going over to the beer garden and a little bit over it. I don't know if there's a radio on at the beer garden, as has often been the case in the past. Ball 2, strike 2. Here's the windup and the pitch. Low and bounces in. Ball 3, strike 2. Two outs, nobody on for the Oilers here in the bottom of the 7th. They lead 9-0. Early and often for the Oilers. Here's the windup by the big left-hander and the pitch. That's ball 4. Chavez squinches a walk here with 2 outs. I made up that word, by the way.
I was going to ask you what was the language of origin for that one. I like that. Squinches.
Squinch. That means you've wiggled and fouled off and taken some close pitches, okay? That's squinching a walk. Okay. And here's the first pitch. I think he called that I don't know. It was high.
I guess he did call it a strike. Looked pretty high to me, but.
And he's calling it a strike. I reminded him to give us the indication, and it's easy to forget. And there, he just did it, and it's 0-2.
When Salinas having to drop the glove down to his toes to catch that one, but
0-2 the count. Here's this stretch by Kennedy. Long set. He comes to the plate, swing and a miss, and the Oilers will go pretty quickly here in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and there was 1 man left. We'll go to the 8th with the score. The Oilers 9. And the Lake Erie Monarchs, nothing. This is Oilers Baseball on ESPN 1140 AM and 96.9 FM.
Are you one of those people who don't like to wait and have a zillion
we
things
have,
on your and no time for the
Correa
DMV?
coming back out?
AK Express is your on-the-go title tag registration.
Looks like
solution.
number 8.
Is that Dixon?
It's conveniently located
Or is he number 6? Here, I can tell you really quick.
Everybody rides again. They'll have you in and out in as fast as 10 minutes.
Harrison
with
Metz.
next to no wait time. AK Express, your on-the-go title, tag, and registration solution. 907-260-9501.
The fish are running, and you definitely want to get out on the river and enjoy all your Alaskan adventures. Don't let dental problems sideline your fun
Right
this
now,
summer.
Correa and Helfrich are the guys we want to bring up here if they can duck and get inside the
services in a relaxed, family-friendly atmosphere. Contact them
balls
at
did he issue based on those? 1, 2, 3,
857 to schedule
I've got
your
the line on Correa. You can get the stats on. Who was that?
Mets.
Bob Bird and Nick Sorrell, as I think that hand was for Ty Correa, who's been lifted here in the 8th inning. He went 7 innings, gave up no runs, struck out 7, walked 4, and just 2 hits. What a great job. He'll be our guest hopefully here in the booth.
So here's the stat for you. With the switch from Correa to the new pitcher on the mound, number 8, Harrison Metz. Oh, I just had it here. Let me see. Yeah, we're going to lose 13 inches of pitcher.
We're going from
Harrison
6'9" to 5'8".
6'9" to 5'8". So we have a lot less man on the mound, but not in the
In the heart department.
In the heart department,
right?
that's right. Yeah.
All right. We're going to the 8th inning, and the Monarchs will bring batters 2, 3, and 4. Vincent, Vance, and Kayla are due up. And we might have a new batter here, number 3, coming to the plate. Can you help me out there?
Yep. Number 3, that is going to be...
Bats from the right-hand side. Here's the first pitch by Metz, and it's a ground ball to the shortstop. He's got to go deep. He fields it. He makes the throw. It's not in time. And that is a speedster who just replaced Cale Vincent. And that goes down as a clean infield single. He just beat the buns out of that ball, and he's on base with a well-earned infield hit.
Well, I can tell you this, that whoever number 3 is for the Monarchs, he is not on their lineup card. No. That is still Cale Vincent, number 3. Where did we get crossed?
Why I have him down as number 10?
Well, yeah, he's listed as number 3 today. I guess they're swapping uniforms.
Here's the pitch, and a curveball is in there for a strike. Well, all right. We had him down for number 10. I don't know why.
Score is Oilers 9, Monarchs 0.
But Vincent earned that single. Here's the pitch, and it's a fly ball right field. They're not going to get there in time. It hits right on the top of the fence. How about that? Of the foul fence at the Oilers dugout, and it's just a strike.
Leighton Helfrich on his horse, getting over there, coming all the way from just right dead in the middle of right field, all the way over to the warning track before that one hit.
Cooper struck out 3 times, and it's 0-2 here. The shortstop. Metz checks the runner at first. Here's the stretch. Long set. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, and Wilkinson smothers that nicely, and it's 1-2.
I'd like to point out in the last inning, on that E6, Zach Salinas, the catcher, did not advance to second base because Wilkinson was hustling and all the way down there to back up that throw at first base. You like to see that hustle out of your catcher.
Here's the 1-2 pitch, off speed. It's fouled back to the backstop, brought to you by the Walden Brothers. Give them a call, 394-5510, for all your clothing, customized clothing. Ball 1, strike 2 to Cooper Vance. Edging off and looking like a cold spring. That's in the dirt. He's going to go for second. They're going to try to shoot him. It's no chance as the Wilkinson fielded it cleanly. I would have eaten the ball. And that will be a stolen base for Cole Vincent. And a 2-2 count here for Cooper Vance, who is fighting off a golden sombrero right now as he has struck out 3 times. Here's the stretch by Metz and the 2-2. In the dirt again. He's getting a lot of those dirty. And it's a full count.
Metz with a lot of break on that curveball.
Ball 3, strike 2. And the Monarchs here have got something cooking here. With a runner on second, nobody out. Here's the pitch by Metz. It's a high fly ball to left field. Should be easy for Griffin. He's going to measure it, and he's got it. That one was sky high, and it's an F7 for 1 dead.
Yeah, towering pop there. Metz's curveball. They have a couple different kinds of curveballs you'll see, but this one is what we call a 12-6 curveball. So instead of starting and breaking from one side from right to left, TJ Kayla at the plate now for the Monarchs.
He's number 21 here, but I had him down as number 19 for some reason. So
the jersey swaps continue. But Harrison Metz's curveball, 12-6, starts high and breaks straight down.
Ball 1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Another pop-up. Should be easy here for McElpatrick. No, the second baseman group, he wants it. And whatever Metz is doing, he got a lot of balls dirty, but he's getting fly ball outs here and that's a P4.
Yeah, good pitch. These are efficient pitches. You know, it's good to compare the two different kinds of pitchers we've got here. I'll come back to it in just a second.
Butler comes to the plate. Silas Butler. Bats from the right-hand side. A pitch by Metz in the dirt. Bounces around. He's doing an awful lot of stuff dirty. Butler is 0 for 2. He's got a walk in the 6th, backing him up to the 4th. He grounded out to 2nd, and in the 2nd he grounded out to the shortstop.
But comparing the pitching style of Ty Correa versus Harrison Metz, you know, obviously you have a huge height disparity. But Correa, the guy he's getting more, you know, looking for strikeouts, has that real strong strikeout pitch, and in Metz we're seeing more of a ground out, pop out kind of pitcher.
Here's a line drive left field, and it will not be caught. And it's going to go all the way to the wall. It's going to score a run, and the Monarchs are on the board. And another double here for Silas Butler has erased the Oilers' shutout with an RBI here in the 8th inning, making the score 9-1.
Yeah, that was a no doubt hit. Griffin running in and then trying to tail back on it. Might have had a chance at the ball if he had taken that direct angle back toward the wall, but probably not. That was a really well hit ball by Silas Butler.
Mason McGuire bats from the left-hand side. The first pitch to him is, don't know what it is. I think it's ball 1 on the outside corner. McGuire has singled, walked, and struck out. Here's the next pitch, and don't know. Not getting signals or calls from the umpire. Must be ball 2.
Yep, ball 2.
Now 4 hits, I believe, for the Monarchs and a run. Here's the stretch. And Metz struggling here. It's a line drive, base hit into right field. There's going to be a play at the plate. The throw is coming in. Oh, he could not hold on to the ball. And that'll be a single RBI and a fielder's choice, and it's 9-2.
Yeah, well,
a great throw from right field by Helfrich. Came in on the fly.
It did. I mean, Wright dropped it in the exact perfect spot about a 1/10 of a second too late. It hit Silas Butler as he was sliding headfirst into home plate. But Wilkinson was right there with his glove, and if Butler is just a split second later than later coming into that, that's an out on a perfect throw from Leighton Helfrich.
Now 2 runs on 5 hits for the Monarchs. There's 2 outs, and the pitch, and that's popped up to the right side. The first baseman will not find the room, and it's strike 1. Steven Casas is at the plate. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout in the 2nd. A fly out to right field in the 5th, and he grounded to short in the 7th. 2 runs in. It's 9-2 Oilers. And let's see if there's going to be a closer warming up in the bullpen. I don't see it. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Inning began with a single by Vincent, an infield single, followed by 2 outs, and now a couple of very serious hits. Here's the 0-2 pitch, ground ball to the right side, and should be easy for Groupie, and that will put the fire out here on the Monarchs on a 4-3 putout. In the inning, though, the Monarchs pick up 2 runs on the strength of 3 hits. There were no Oiler errors, and there was 1 man left. We'll go to the 8th with the score. The Oilers 9 and the Monarchs 2. This is Oilers Baseball on RadioKenai.com.
Looking for a place in Kenai that serves breakfast all day? Good news. Now open in Kenai. It's the Brunch Bar where you can get breakfast served all day long. Be sure and try their mimosa flights or one of their specialty drinks to make your meal anything but ordinary. The Brunch Bar is open Monday through Thursday until 7 p.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 9 p.m. And they'll have dinner specials during those nights with live entertainment for your enjoyment. The Brunch Bar is located on Willow Street in Kenai and look forward to serving you.
I'm sure you'll hunt for Correa and Helfrich.
Yes.
And you want to bring in 3. Who would you pick?
Ridgeway has the latest technology to make your appointments a breeze with their new iTero scanner. And now
Not really sure. Maybe McElpatrick to talk about his defense. There's a lot of putouts over there. I mean, he did have the error, but
special Ridgeway Family Dentist.
Anything eventful happen in the game that one of these guys might have like a unique insight on?
Double your fun. Double your chin. Wait, what? Nothing like staring at a screen all
Sometimes
day.
if there's like a situation that's kind of crazy, it's like, tell us what you saw in that.
Dr. Alvarez can perform a quick, nearly painless office procedure which will permanently remove that stubborn fat under your chin. Consultations are complimentary. Call 907-235-10 and learn how Tickle Life Protection can give you back a nice sleep.
Bob Bird, Nick Sorrell as we go to the Oilers 8th. They're leading 9-2. The Oilers 9 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and they have stranded 7. And the Monarchs 2 runs, 5 hits, 4 errors, and the Oilers will start with the top of the lineup. It's batters 1, 2, and 3, McElpatrick, Wilkinson, and Griffin. McElpatrick 0 for 4. Pitch to him, and a ground ball. It's a slow one to third. He's got it. And the throw across by Johnson is a good one. And there's one dead here in the 9th. Nick's going to try and retrieve some folks for a couple of players at least for an interview here in the post-game show, which will be brought to you by Peninsula Community Health Services. The batter now is Bren Wilkinson. And first pitch to Bren is done a great job behind the plate, by the way, and he fouls that one back, brought to you by the Walden brothers at 394-5510. Wilkinson started things rolling with a fly ball. It was not an easy fly ball, but it was dropped by the left fielder. That one goes soaring to the backstop. The left fielder dropped it, and he came around on the next 3 batters all delivered singles, and he scored the game's first run. He's popped to the first baseman and hit to the first baseman, pitcher covering, and grounded to short. Actually grounded back to the pitcher with the first baseman covering. It's ball 1, strike 2. Here's the windup and the pitch by Kennedy. It's off speed. He'll jam that one hard to the right side. And the count remains at 1-2. The right-handed batter, Bren Wilkinson, batting .265 with 8 RBIs. Here's the windup and the pitch. Low, it bounces in, and it's 2-2. Johnson, Vance, Vincent, and McGuire are the infield third to first for the Monarchs, with Casas, Dresselhaus, and Butler, the infield third to first, or left, the outfield left, center, and right. Here's the windup and the pitch. Fouls that one back. Good at bat now. Is that you would characterize somebody who hangs in there fouling him off, and 2-2 count. Ball 2, strike 2 to the right-hander. Facing the left-handed hurler, Bassett Kennedy. Pitch is a curveball, does not turn the corner, and it's a full boat. Full house. Ball 3, strike 2.
Scoreboard says 3 runs for the Monarchs in the top of the frame, but I only have 2.
Here's the windup and the pitch. Ground ball, foul. No, I do believe it's 9-2.
Wilkinson really making Bassett Kennedy earn this out if it does in fact end up as an out.
Ball 3, strike 2. The big left-hander delivers, and he'll foul this one off. That might have been ball 4, but he's having a swell at bat here.
Yeah, he taps his helmet and he looks back saying, yes, I know. That one was definitely ball 4. It was down around my ankles.
Home plate umpire, I think, had to go and get some more baseballs. He's back and ready to go. One out, nobody on.
Pinch hitter coming up for the Oilers, Throneberry.
Here's the pitch. That's ball 4, and Wilkinson squinches a walk.
Another one of those.
Yeah, all right. So Throneberry is coming up for a nice catch there, Nick. He'll bat from the right-hand side.
We have not seen him. Curious, I'm going to look up and see if he has an at-bat. He's one of their pitchers.
Well, a lot of these pitchers have done a lot of at-bats, and I just wish pitchers would hit. Here's the pitch, and it's low and inside for ball 1. I wish they get rid of the DH completely. We're not going to see that, of course, even with the National League being corrupted. All right. Ball 1 is the count, lefty on righty matchup. Here's the pitch to Throneberry, and it's dirty. They're getting a lot of cheers for Throneberry from the Oiler dugout here.
You know, coming from coaching, I'll get back to it here in a second.
All right, here's the 2-0 high. That cheering is all from the Oiler dugout as they are, probably there's a joke going on that only the players know about. He might have been whittling and begging for an at-bat, okay?
And that's exactly what I was going for. That
swing and a miss, and he falls out of the batter's box with that one. He got the green light on the 3-0.
This has the feeling of a pitcher who's over there going, Coach, I can smack this baseball. I can hit this baseball so hard. Just give me a chance.
Here's the stretch and the 3-1. And it's a called strike. Ball 3, strike 2. No pressure on Throneberry except from his own teammates. With a 9-2 Oiler lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the stretch. And the pitch. And it's a ground ball. It's deep to short. They're going to get him at second. They'll try the relay. They got him. And he giddy-ups, grounded into a double play. And it is a 6-4-3. But he got wood on the ball. Give him credit. And we'll go to the 9th with a score. The Oilers 9 and the Monarchs 2. This is Oilers Baseball on ESPN.
Soldotna Professional Pharmacy, located on the corner of Binkley and Marydale, offering products like cough and cold, pain relievers, and Soldotna Professional Pharmacies. Busy schedule. They also offer convenient delivery routes available landing all the way to Homer. Call Soldotna Professional Pharmacy staff to have your medication delivered to your monthly. Soldotna Professional Pharmacy.
Family Dentistry welcomes Dr. Caitlin Steinbeck, the newest member of their team. Born and raised right here in Kenai, she brings her passion for dentistry.
I just know that poor Sharon has had, she's gone crazy with that thing sometimes.
A positive impact on your smile. Tailoring treatment plans to ensure you receive the personalized care you deserve, from routine checkups and preventative care to restorative and cosmetic procedures. She'll help you achieve a healthy and beautiful smile. Experience the difference. 907-283-0503. Denali Family Dentistry, where your smile is their top priority.
And we are back in the top of the 9th. The Oilers, 9 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They have stranded 7. And the Monarchs, 2 runs, 5 hits, 4 errors, and they did figure in on this game. And they have left 8 men on base. And trying to put this game in the books will be Mets. Excuse me, number 8. Yes, we got a new left fielder out there. I think it's Pinkston in left field for the Oilers. Mets taking his wind-up and warm-up tosses. I'm going to make sure I got the right. Going to have to check this roster here. I'm not sure that is Mets pitching. And the Oilers roster does not easily come up. We'll try it again. Number 8 is a right-hander for the Oilers. And it is, yes, Harrison Metz. Pinkston is in left field now for Griffin. And the Monarchs will bring batters 8, 9, and 1. Salinas, Johnson, and Dresselhaus. Here's the pitch to the left-hander, and he takes low for ball 1. Salinas is 0 for 3. Here's a fly ball, routine to center field. Drifting back is Costello, and he's going to get it, and he does. And there's one out here in the ninth for the Monarchs. F8 as you score. Luke Johnson coming to the plate. He's walked twice, hit into a fielder's choice. Bats from the left-hand side. Harrison Metz on the hill. Here's the right-hander's first pitch. It's low for ball one. Oilers have Thomas, McElpatrick, Groupie, and Rada. The infield third to first. Griffin, Costello, and Helfrich. The outfield left, center, and right. And a battery of Metz and Wilkinson. What a job Ty Correa did. We'll have him hopefully up in the booth. The pitch, line drive right off the pitcher's glove. The shortstop will grab it and eat the baseball. And that's the sixth hit now for the Monarchs. All of them coming, most of them coming in the late innings. So there's one on, one out here, and Dresselhaus comes to the plate. Now 6 hits for the Monarchs. And the Oilers not guarding him at first, and he's going to go off to second base. He had it stolen. I'm not quite sure of why they're doing that. Maybe they want to play defense and have the first baseman, Rada, just be ready to handle a ground ball.
Thinking defensive indifference on that one?
Yeah, but I don't understand why. Why give him second base? It's a strike one count, and here is the pitch. Fly ball right field. Going back hard and going back further. It's a dropped in. On the warning track, it's going to score a run as Helfrich could not get there in time, and that is the first triple we've seen here this week. And it makes the score 9-3. Dresselhaus with a fading drive to right field, landing on the warning track. And he'll drive in a run, and it's 9-3. Coming around to score is Luke Johnson. And the batter now is Cale Vinson, and the pitch to him is in the dirt. And it's ball one. There is nobody in the Oiler bullpen, nor in the Monarchs. 9-3 is the score. Here's the stretch by Metz. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. I thought there was hang time on that fly ball, but Helfrich was playing fairly shallow as he is now.
I noticed that all the outfielders are a little...
That misses, and it's 2-1.
A little more shallow tonight than they were last night. The singles parade for the Monarchs last night probably getting those outfielders to shade in just a little bit.
Ball 2, strike 1. Here's the pitch. Popped up on the play, brought to you by the Walden Brothers. They can customize anything in clothing. 394-5510. Ball 2, strike 2. Here's the stretch by Metz. And the pitch, off speed, it's nowhere near it. And I'll tell you what, Wilkinson, for both pitchers, but especially for Metz, he has had to get down and dirty. Metz throws an awful lot of balls in the dirt. 3-2 is the count. The stretch and the pitch. Hot shot foul, almost hit his teammate, who stays in foul territory. Have you coached your kids to stay in foul territory at third base, Nick?
Off third base.
Of course, they don't take leadoffs in Little League.
No, but at high school they do. Yeah. I always am pushing my kids to challenge with secondary leads off third base.
Fouled off again. No, but the reason why you keep them in third in foul territory, for those of you who don't know baseball that well, is because if you're hit by the ball, you won't be out. If you're in fair territory and you're hit by a batted ball, you're out. Here's a trivia question for you. When can you be hit by a batted ball in fair territory and not be out?
I believe the answer to that one is running to first base if you are in the runner's lane.
No, because that's from a throw.
Oh.
Okay. So there's a full count pitch, and it's a fly ball, right field. It's measured this time by Helfrich. There's going to be a play at the plate. Maybe the game might end on this, and it won't happen because a fine sacrifice fly here by Cole Vincent has given the Monarchs their 4th run, and a nice sacrifice fly, F9. Here's how it happens. You ready for this? And it always leads to arguments. All right? If, let's say, the infield is drawn in and the ball goes past the second baseman or the first baseman and the guy's running from first to second, once it's past the fielder, the first pitch is high, tight for ball 1. Once it goes past the fielder and the ball hits the batter, he's clean. Were you aware of that one?
No, actually, that was a.
Here's a pop-up. It's not quite playable. Going to come right back here. All right, and it's 1-1, I believe. So that's the ruling. Now, of course, he can't intentionally hit it, but if it strikes him, you can envision the situation here. Hit and run, infield drawn in. Here's the pitch, and he gets a strike called. And the Monarchs are down to their last strike here in the 9th inning. 9-4 is the score. And the Monarchs making a bit of a statement like the Oilers did in the 9th inning last night. Here's the 1-2. Dirty. I don't know. I mean, you can get 1 or 2 dirty, but I would say 60% of his pitches that are balls are in the dirt. 2-2 is the count.
Yeah, Mets throwing a lot of breaking balls. That 12-6 curveball just pounding.
Here's the 2-2. Line drive, left field. It's going to sink in front of Pinkston, and the Monarchs will not quit. And they now have their 7th hit. Mets giving up 5 of the 7 hits.
That's the
Monarchs now 4 runs on 7 hits, maybe more. I have to double check that. And a runner on first base with T.J. Kayla, right-hander, and Mets steps off. 2 out here in the 9th, and 2 runs in the 8th and in the 9th for the Monarchs. Here's the pitch. Checks his swing. He's going to take a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, Mets going to end with a little bit of an ugly line here.
Here's the stretch. And again, defensive indifference. And the pitch, it's popped up. There's a chance here. Going back is Wilkinson. Not quite. And it's 0-2.
Rain has started to sprinkle here in the later innings.
9-4 is the score, and the Monarchs have basically cut the Oilers' lead in half in the last 2 innings, and they're not done yet. There's 2 outs, a runner on first, 2 runs are in. But it's 0-2. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. That will end the game here with a strikeout for the Oilers. In the inning, there were 2 runs. There were 1, 2, 3 hits, a sacrifice fly, a triple, and 1 man left. And the final score is the Peninsula Oilers 9, the Lake Erie the Michigan Monarchs 4. We'll be back with a post-game show in just 1 minute. This is Oilers Baseball on ESPN.
If you've been involved in an accident or had a catastrophic injury, negotiating with insurance companies on your own is fraught. Insurance companies want to maximize their profits, and that means minimizing a fair and just resolution to you. They pay for your
Haven't been bringing this up at the end. I don't know if you've been reading that.
Insurance negotiators.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to minimize your claim.
This is what I've usually been reading.
Oh, yeah, there you go. It's right there.
Recovery that you deserve. At Earhart, Elsner, and Cooley, we can
Make
help
some
you.
room for them in here. These are big guys.
Yeah.
Where's Dr. Cross?
I'll interview Helfrich, and you can interview Corral and Thornberry.
Okay. Providing the most personalized and highest quality eye care that you have come to expect from me, but in an updated and advanced location. A 3D image of the back of the eye is included in every full eye exam, and the details will knock your socks off. We take almost every insurance, including VSP. So if you've been looking for me, or if you need to come in and have an eye exam, now you know the real scoop. Call 907-262-3111.
Did you get the word to the coaches? Is that it?
Yep.
Okay.
And now, it's time for the post-game show on ESPN 1140 and 96.9. Brought to you by Peninsula Community Health Services and The Best Shop. With game recaps and on-field interviews, let's return to the field on ESPN.
Bob Bird and Nick Sorrell, welcome back to the Peninsula Community Health Services post-game show on ESPN, where the Oilers have defeated the Lake Erie Monarchs in convincing fashion, 9-4. Last night, the Monarchs had a 6-0 lead on the Oilers, and the Oilers in the later innings cut it down to 6-4. And again, the Oilers enjoying a 9-0 lead going into the 8th and yielded 2 runs in the 8th and 2 in the 9th to bring it closer to a 9-4. The Oilers 9 runs on 8 hits, 1 error, and they stranded 8. And the Monarchs 4 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors, and they left 9 on base. All right, the winning pitcher is going to be Ty Correa. The loser is Lopez, and a tremendous day here for a lot of the Oilers, as we're going to bring them up here for an interview. Nick, what are your thoughts?
I think one of the biggest differences that we saw tonight versus what we have seen in previous games, this homestand from the Oilers, was the at-bats with runners in scoring position. We talked about it before the game, and unfortunately the interview got a little garbled, so we didn't hear it from hitting coach Kevin Clancy. We asked him about it, and he said that is something they had discussed, and they'd been working on some approaches with how to get those runners to score, and they definitely turned that around tonight.
All right, so with the Oilers win, they snap about a 5-game losing streak here. And of course, this is a non-conference game, but that doesn't mean a thing to these players because these are all teams at the same basic level, and it's got to be a morale boost for the Oilers. Once again, winning 9-4. We're going to take a break. Maybe we'll have an interview when we come back. Otherwise, we'll pick up some pitching stats when we come back. You're listening to the post-game show brought to you by Peninsula Community Health Services. This is Oilers Baseball on the ESPN Radio Network.
From Seward to Homer, Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving is available for your job. If you need to get a project paved this summer, call Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving at 907-420-4729. Todd has over 20 years of construction experience and will ensure your job is done to the highest level possible. Whether you need a driveway, a parking pad, a sidewalk, or a parking lot paved or just need repairs to your current asphalt, Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving can do it. Call 907-420-4729.
Perfect game last night.
Facebook.
MLB?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was Domingo Herman for the Yankees. Perfect game. I know. Had to be the Yankees. Perfect game against the Oakland A's in Oakland, of course.
Picture this. You're sitting back sipping a margarita at
Well, that's
11
the
a.m.
hapless team. Come on in.
A margarita. They're not just
Leighton?
about the drink. Senior Pump,
Back
Ultimate
again,
Sports
sir.
Headquarters. Catch all the action while devouring their famous home run margarita.
Leighton,
Proud supporter of
these are
baseball,
RBIs,
located
these
in
big fat
Saldana.
dots.
Senior
All right.
Lunch Mexican, where every bite is a home run and every meal is a party. Ole!
Welcome back to the Peninsula Community Health Services post-game show. We got some interviews lined up right now. They support your health, offering medical, dental, eye care, and behavioral health services. Go online at pchsak.org or give them a call at 262-3119. Leighton Helfrich, star of the game. My goodness, 3 hits, 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored. The Oilers needed this game.
Yes, we did. That was a big one for us, for sure.
What were you facing from Lopez? Anything? Obviously, the Oilers hit him early and often.
Yeah, I mean, nothing to beat us. Just go get fastballs out front, and I think that's what we did. And we were able to put some runs up early, and that was a really big help.
I have you down as having stolen 17 bases this game.
Yeah, I don't know if it's about 17.
You couldn't stop running. That was incredible.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's something I've been working on. So definitely in a game like this today, kind of cold, knowing could tell they didn't really want to be here. So just being able to work on that.
I think you had rattled their catcher, who was, Salinas, I believe, and he was so snake bit when you got on base. You stole third, and he went shooting for second.
Yeah, it might have been.
Okay, well, congratulations on an outstanding game, and let's bring in Ty Correa if you don't mind.
Thank you.
And Nick, you Ty, come on in. All right, Ty Correa, congratulations. Take my headset.
Ty, I want to talk to you just a little bit about the performance on the mound tonight. Great job. Absolute great job out there. I think we had your line was 7 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs earned, 4 base on balls, 6 strikeouts. So really dominant. Came out looking really solid, absolutely dealing. Low pitch count. As we got into the middle innings, started to have a little bit of a harder time finding the strike zone. Did that have anything to do with the long layoffs between innings?
Yeah, I mean, anytime that I'm sitting down in between innings, I'd never like to sit down and stay too still for too long. But when the offense is putting up 9 runs, I'll sit there for as long as I can. But that definitely had something to play for.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about that slider. I noticed you went to that slider pretty often, and it worked really well for you. Is that something that you really like to rely on for strikeouts, or?
Yeah, I'd say my main strikeout pitch would probably be the slider. I found a good feel for it early today, and I tried to stick with the fastball early in the game, try to maintain the pace with that, and then the second time through I tried to flip in the slider a little bit more and show it more often.
So I think when I talked to you a couple days ago, you said your fastball is what, around 91, 92, something like that?
Yeah.
And what's your slider coming in at?
Slider's around 76 to 80.
That's devastating. So, hey, Ty, great job on the mound tonight. Thank you so much for talking to us a little after the game.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Quit growing, will you? Okay, here's
Got Connor Throneberry on the headset here with us now. Okay, so Connor, we had to bring you up here because we had to talk about that at bat. You had some very loud cheers. Tell me a little bit about what led up to you getting that pinch hit or that pinch at bat there.
Oh, it was about the 7th or 8th inning, and I went to coach and I asked if I could get an AB because exhibition game, up 9, perfect opportunity for a pitcher to get an AB.
Yeah.
And decided to put the pitching staff on my back and go up there and show them what we had. It would be fun, especially in summer ball, to get rid of the DH, get some gritty pitcher ABs, and keeps the game fun.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about your approach during that at-bat. What were you looking at from the pitcher?
I was looking just to swing hard in case I hit it. And didn't work out in my favor, but hopefully next AB. Hopefully I get a next AB. And
I love it. I love the aggression and the heart. I want to get in there, Coach. I want to swing the bat. You definitely had your teammates' support in there. We were having a great time up here watching that. Hey, Connor, we just wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. Thank you for coming up here.
Thank you for having me.
Yep, take care.
And that's the kind of stuff that makes baseball unique, okay?
Absolutely.
So that's going to wrap things up. The 2 teams will be here tomorrow, same time, same station. And let's see if the Oilers can't continue this. Nick?
Absolutely, yep. And they'll be taking the Monarchs on yet again. Won't be making up that rained-out game. That one's just going to be canceled, so no doubleheaders or anything. But I am very excited to see if they can extend this or use this win and all those runs and hits as a launching point to continue.
All right, that's going to wrap up the post-game show brought to you by Peninsula Community Health Services. They offer medical, dental, eye care, and behavioral health services. Go online at pchsak.org or call them at 262-3119. All right, that's going to wrap things up here. And once again, the final score is the Oilers 9 and the Michigan Monarchs 4. For Kayla, back at the KSRM studio, this is Bob Bird saying thank you for letting my